This podcast is presented by Zach Labs, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. Have you ever had issues using materials to build cosplay costumes, theater props, or everyday repair? We have the solution you've been looking for. Zach Labs proudly presents our latest product, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. What you get is a 8.5 by 12 inch sheet. You simply peel off both sides much like you would double stick tape, except this isn't that. This is our patent-pending microfiber infused adhesive that has a tensile strength of up to 100 pounds. This unique adhesive sheet is instant, and boy, do we mean instant. Activation is different than other products, as ours works purely by pressure. Simply peel and stick, applying even force, and it bonds. Instantly. It's human-safe, non-toxic, pet-safe, no fumes, and the best part, it won't ever stick to your hands. Rated for up to 75 wash cycles before starting to give. Great in the cold, rain, and even the heat. Stick anything to almost anything. Metals, plastics, most cloths, and best of all for all you cosplayers and costume builders, is all of your foam materials. While it does stick instantly, leave it alone with a bit of pressure for 24 hours and it cures to even stronger. So wave your magic wand and just use Cosbond, the instant costume adhesive. You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show. Welcome to a very special Halloween episode of the Fork in Your Path podcast, an actual play RPG podcast. We so cleverly titled that because we will do other RPGs besides just Pathfinder, like we're presently doing. Tonight, I'm going to let my friend Will be Dungeon Master for a Dungeons & Dragons 5e, I believe.
Yep.
And we are going to be doing the name of the thing that I forgot.
Nightmare at Hallow Grove High.
Nightmare at Hallow Grove High.
It's just right there at the very top of the Skype chat.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck me. All right, Will. Why don't you take the reins and lead us into our Hallows Eve treat?
Yeah, so I just first wanted to give a little background. Basically, I've got kind of a history of doing a Halloween one-shot. And I've gotten a lot of inspiration from this through different forms of media, which you'll see tonight. Some of these characters I do not own or anything like that, but I will be using some familiar forms of media that you may or may not know. But I'd like to just kind of describe this as like a Breakfast Club like horror type thing. So it'll take place in the 1980s. This won't be your traditional fantasy RPG, the characters will be high school students. You're not going to have elves and orcs and wizards and stuff. So it's not a new, but like a different unorthodox take on your tabletop RPG. And I'll be loosely using 5e rules from D&D. That's what it's mainly based off of. But for the most part, we'll be using those rules with a little variation. With that being said, for people who aren't as familiar with 5e, there are a couple of things that in mechanics and rules that I'll be using throughout this. One is advantage and disadvantage. So if I ever tell you, Tim, Jess, Kyle, Matt, to roll with advantage, you'll roll two 20-sided dice and take the higher of those two values and then add whatever modifiers or skills to that. Disadvantage is the same thing, but the opposite. You'll take the lower of the two. It's just a quick, easy thing that 5e does to kind of speed things along instead of adding a lot of pluses and minuses to your roll. And then you'll see, to the left of your character screen or your character sheet, you have your ability score modifiers for your 6 stats: strength, dex, con, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have your proficiency bonus. So these are things that your character are good at. So if I say, roll a d20 and add your dex plus your proficiency, you'll look at those plus or minus signs next to those plus your proficiency, and then add those to your d20 roll. Same thing with saving throws. They're very similar to Pathfinder 3.5e saves. Those are mainly used for like spells or traps or things that happen to you, and you're trying to prevent those things from happening to you. So checks are things that you physically do proactively. Saves are things that you do reactively to things. So
that's a great way of putting it, actually.
Yeah. So, and then you have all your skills. I tried to fill them all in. If I made a mistake with adding, I was trying to put all this stuff together. The other thing is, you have your HP up at the top, and then you have your armor class, which is, whether or not you'll take a hit from an enemy, or similar things. And then you have your equipment down at the bottom. Now you do have stuff in your lockers. Those things are not in your inventory yet. If you want those items, you'll have to go search out and find them. But you do have a couple of items on your person, depending on who you are. And that's it, unless you guys have any questions.
I don't think so.
Okay, so let's dive in.
Let us begin. Oh, and real quick, since we have a new cast here, we should probably introduce everybody and who we're playing.
Oh, yeah.
Just food for thought. I'm a host, as always, author, podcaster, gamer, Tim K.A. Trotter, and I am playing the character of Tony, who's a... Can I just read, the top right-hand corner of the sheet?
Sure.
I'm the class troublemaker. I'm a motorhead. My race is human. I'm chaotic neutral, and I apparently have a lot of experience points.
I'm one of the other normal people on the Forking Your Path. Jess, I'm playing the character Kara. She is a mysterious goth girl. So, yay, flashback to high school. I'm also human, since we're not doing anything weird like that. That would be one weird high school. And I'm also chaotic neutral. Next!
My name is Kyle. I played regularly with Will in another campaign. Tonight I'll be playing the role of Zach, which is one of my favorite 80s just general horror movie tropes, which is the stoner pothead, and I'm really excited to see where that goes. But again, right, kind of a loner human drug dealer. And guys, a little bit of flavor text here. My experience points were entered 420.69, so very experienced in that realm.
I think everybody has that experience point. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little
You gotta
Easter
love
egg
it.
for you guys.
All right, I'm Matt, and I'm playing Johnny, and he's the classic nerd that just can't seem to get a girl in high school. And I also have 420.69 experience points, but obviously I'm not experienced in that. So
Yeah, and I am your DM. My name is Will. And I hope that you guys enjoy, players and listeners, what I put together for you. It's all homebrew. It's all off the top of the dome. So
Are you saying you're bald, Will?
I am not bald.
not
That's
yet.
just in. He's confirmed bald. All right, take us away, Will.
So it is Wednesday, October 31st, 1984, Halloween night. You find yourselves, through various means, in one of the last places you want to be, detention at Hallow Grove High. The rest of the school is out partying and gossiping about all the events that have happened recently. Some feud going on between the principal and vice principal, little Jimmy McGuire going missing, and how some student spilled the beans about Mr. Slotman's relationship with one of his students. This is more drama than this small school tends to get, and everyone seems to be eating it up. Other than that, the school is in high spirits. The football team just won the state championship, led by Brad Wilson at quarterback. Katie Miller was also just named class president, to no one's surprise, being the governor's daughter. It is surprising, however, that they are both here in detention with this group. You see them up towards the front of the room, having some sort of argument. It is no secret that Katie broke up with Brad last week and shows no sign of going back. So now you sit and wait until Mrs. Davis comes back to let you out of this prison. She has become lazy with the detention hall and often goes off for the hour only to return to let you leave. She has been gone for some time, and the sun has already started to set. So you sit and wait until you have served your time and choose the way you want to live your lives. Or is yours?
Okay, so we're all on detention then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is the detention? Is there like a detention guy behind a desk there?
Did you not hear what they said? He literally introduced the fact, like, that the detention person is not there. That was the whole introduction.
Well, you know, I was mostly listening.
Way to start off our podcast there, host man.
He's the DM. I'm just playing a role. Maybe you should observe something, Kara.
Yeah,
I
what are you
don't
guys
give
doing
a
in
shit.
detention?
I'm leaned back in my chair, and I'm finishing rolling up a real fat blunt.
So just for
Tony's
the-
gonna lean over, and he's gonna pop his lighter out and light the blunt for you.
Tony, do you want to give kind of a physical description of your character?
Where's my physical description on the sheet?
There is not one. You can make it up.
Make one
Oh.
up, buddy.
Okay, cool. Well, he's the troublemaker, so he probably looks like he probably looks like Kevin Bacon. Really just any role. Kevin Bacon looks the same in pretty much all of them. So he looks like Kevin Bacon. And as previously described, he's a motorhead. So he's got he's got a leather jacket, but he doesn't have it with him. So he's probably wearing a white t-shirt with a pack of cigarettes, box on like the left hand shoulder, and he's got like a comb hanging out of his belt because reasons. Yeah.
All right.
Kevin Bacon.
Zach is a oh gosh, it's a real like skinny tall drug dealer aesthetic. You can think of like almost like a Pete Davidson, like that burnout kid from your high school that was like weirdly like gaunt but also like long. I don't really know how to describe it, but a mop of shaggy blonde hair. He's got one of those like those like stereotypical drug rugs, like a poncho with like a hoodie on.
Is he
And
shaggy?
I just feel, yeah, pretty much like baggy jeans, a little bit cut up. I feel like he's the kind of guy who has a wallet chain. So that's really Zach in a nutshell. Real kind of a baggy clothing. Doesn't really look like he cares about his appearance much. Generally likes to keep his hood up, just to kind of block out other people, and just kind of remain not anonymous, but like less like doesn't want to stick out in a crowd.
Kara?
My character, I kind of imagine her that really typical goth, like completely head to toe in black, platform boots kind of thing, the fishnet top looking thing, a lot of spikes, a lot of jewelry, a lot of piercings, the raccoon eye makeup kind of thing. But I also kind of imagine her as like being like having really long blonde hair that's really poorly dyed black, really splotchy.
All right.
Fair
Johnny?
enough.
Yeah, so Johnny's the typical nerd, kind of think Urkel. He's got suspenders on, just sitting there reading his book. Yeah, his face is obviously like a little broken out. He's a little unsure of himself. Very small, kind of short, skinny, very scrawny, but looks like he can be kind of scrappy in a fight,
Okay.
As you all are sitting there just minding your own business, most of your attention is towards the front of the room of Brad and Katie having this argument. And it kind of escalates on a little bit in volume. You hear Brad say, "God, Katie, why you gotta be this way? Like, what's wrong with you?" "Oh my God, Brad, just like gag me with a spoon. Like, just leave me alone. It's over. Why do you keep doing this?" And they just continue to have their argument towards the front of the classroom, kind of ignoring the rest of you towards the back.
Hey, y'all. I know y'all are new here. Like, this is like first time or whatever, but like we usually just kind of like sit in silence and just kind of wait until what's her face comes back, and then we book out of here. So like, I'm just gonna put some headphones in, but like y'all we usually don't do all this.
Zach, I like you, all right? So just shut your trap, or I'll shove you in a locker, bro.
Hey,
Jeez, man, that's no need for that.
you don't want that. Trust me, it's kind of bad, man. Kind of bad.
Yeah, listen to the pipsqueak.
You guys
Yeah.
are all assholes.
I mean, okay.
As you guys are doing this and having this conversation, the power in the entire school goes out. There's a faint bit of light coming off of the full moon outside, and the red exit signs illuminate in the halls. You look around for a moment, and the PA system turns on, and a strange guttural voice comes through.
"I have cut the power to this school. The doors have been stuck in the locked position through the security system and cannot be unlocked without any power. There is the emergency generator in the basement, but it seems Mr. Sanchez hasn't gotten around to fixing it yet. If you somehow manage to turn the power back on, you can override the doors from the front office and escape. I will warn you, some of my friends will try and stop you, and one of them does not like it when you are in their hallways. This is revenge. Revenge for what you have done.
It sounds a lot like DVD.
Oh, what the hell, man?
As this person cuts out of the PA system, there's silence and darkness. And for a second, your vision flickers. The darkness becomes illuminated, something like a twilight, and then darkness again. Katie stands up and starts to leave the room. Oh my God. If this is some kind of prank, I'm leaving. Ugh. And she walks out of the room. Brad chases after her. Katie, where are you going? And he leaves.
Well, I think if the power goes out, that means detention's canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right to me.
Sounds sweet to me. Let's kick this shit.
All right.
Where y'all going, huh?
I'm fucking leaving, douchebag.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get out of here or whatever.
But where?
Away from you.
No, don't leave me.
Jesus, stutter some more, will you?
Nah, Johnny, it's cool. You can come with us. We're just gonna walk out of here. It's probably some dumb prank. It's Halloween. You know how it goes.
Ugh, gay.
you're right.
So can I roll a perception check?
Yeah. I mean, what are you trying to do?
Well, so I'm assuming we're probably moving towards the door now, and we're like looking out the hall, perhaps, or at least about to. So I want to do a perception on the hall.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Roll perception check
Okay, cool.
and add your perception skill.
Okay, so I got a fucking -1. That's gay. All right, so I rolled an 11.
11. All right. So a total of 10.
No, I rolled. I'm sorry. I rolled a 12. I already minused it.
Okay.
So I rolled 11.
So you look out, and the detention hall is kind of tucked back in one of the hallways on the second floor of the school. And the school is basically like a T shape.
Okay.
Where the second floor is just the horizontal part of the T. And then
Gotcha.
so you have like an east wing and a west wing.
Got
And
it.
then the bottom part that comes out of the T shape is where there's a couple more classrooms, and then towards the front of the school. And you are on the second floor, and the stairwell is kind of where the T meets. You know where that intersection is? That's where the central stairwell is.
Okay.
You guys are towards the east wing. And there's like a little hallway that kind of goes down into this kind of detention area. So you can't really see anything without leaving the actual room. But you do see just like that faint bit of red light that's coming off of the luminescent exit signs.
If I bust out my lighter and just kind of flick it on as I walk into the hallway, does that illuminate anything? Is it strong enough for me to see a little bit further, or is it just does it do anything?
No, it's not that dark to where a lighter's gonna. I mean, like I said, there's a little bit of light to where it obscures your vision a little bit, but it's not pitch black by any means.
Did you say what time this is taking place? Like what time of day?
The sun has just begun to. It has already set, so it's it's a little bit later. You remember detention is usually about an hour after school.
Okay.
And you don't know what time it is because there's not a clock in the detention room. But you were getting kind of anxious because Mrs. Davis hadn't returned in quite some time to let you guys know that you can leave. So it's probably a lot later than you think. Usually you're out of detention before the sun goes down, and the sun's already down.
Gotcha.
Well, guys, I got a flashlight.
Of course you do.
Okay. Why?
I mean, you never know. You just want to be prepared, you know?
Ah, fucking dweeb.
I think your flashlight is actually in your
Yes.
locker, Johnny.
Oh, yeah. The
Um,
flashlight's in my locker.
Yeah,
And-
get wrecked, you nerd.
So I will say this, Johnny, your locker is on the second floor on the west wing near the AV club. Kara, your locker is on the first floor towards the entrance of the school. Zach, your locker is on the first floor in the east wing near the cafeteria. And then Tony, yours is on the west wing near the gym.
So none of them are together.
No.
You bastard.
And we're in the east wing to start.
Yep.
You said.
Second floor, east wing.
Second floor, east wing. What?
So the thing
what,
that you
what,
have in
what
your
floor
inventory-
again was mine? I got west by the gym.
Yeah, your first floor, west near the gym.
Okay.
And mine was west as well.
Yours is west, second floor.
And mine is first floor, east wing.
Yes.
So
So
and,
the
and
thing
we're
that you
on
have in-
and we're on first or second floor right now.
Your second floor, east wing.
Okay, cool. So Tony pipes up and says, well, I'm gonna go get my shit from my locker. If anybody wants to come with me, I guess I wouldn't fucking hate it.
All right.
I mean,
Did you have a heart attack?
I'm-
Did you remember how to word?
I mean, where's your locker?
It's west wing by the gym on the first floor.
Okay, well, why don't we go by my locker first? It's also west wing, but it's on the second floor.
You know, or we could go to my fucking locker and get my shit, cause it might be useful.
I mean, I have some stuff.
Like a
I-
flashlight.
I think we all probably need to go to our lockers at some point. Some of us have some things that need to be moved if if
Yeah, I know what you mean. But,
yeah,
like, I've got, like,
yeah, I
valuable
think-
shit in there, okay? I don't want fucking nerds or losers wrecking it.
So I guess we should just like
Oh, okay. All right, here's what we're gonna do.
out.
We'll fucking rock, paper, scissor it, okay?
Works for me.
Sure.
How do you want to handle this, DM?
Everybody roll a d20, and whoever rolls the highest,
Okay.
that's who wins.
5.
Ooh, 18.
19.
Fuck you.
Nice.
You weren't even part of this conversation, Kara.
I said sure.
Johnny?
9.
Okay, so you do rock, paper, scissors, and Kara ends up beating out everybody.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of people had paper and she had scissors. Got it.
Wow. That's impressive. That's very impressive.
If you say so.
Fucking goth witchcraft bitch over here.
Fuck you.
Guess we're
You'd like
We're
that,
going to-
wouldn't you?
Kara's locker.
Oh wow.
My locker is by the exit, where I will be walking out and leaving all you bozos behind.
I'm more inclined
Or-
to do that than stick around here.
Or Kara, I can walk with you. Keep you safe.
I think I can handle myself. I think you would be in need of saving more than me.
Johnny, buddy, this isn't it.
Oh man.
Okay, so you guys begin to leave the detention hall, and you turn the corner and go down this short hallway, and Zach, something catches your ear as you're just kind of being attentive, and it's your nature to be aware of your surroundings. You hear like 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 a drippy faucet almost. It's very faint, but you hear it, coming from the direction that you're walking. Like just a
Will, is
slow
there
drip.
a bathroom near us?
There is.
Okay.
There's also a couple water fountains.
Okay.
Um,
As we approach the sound, I'm gonna get a little bit more paranoid and just kind of look out to see what could be causing it.
okay. So you take the lead in the marching order.
Sure.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? What's the order you guys are kind of going down this hallway?
I'll follow behind.
I guess since I didn't say it quick enough, I guess Tony's behind Kara.
All right. Johnny's in the back. Okay. Are you guys like walking normal? Are you trying to be quiet? Like,
Well, Tony's like always on the lookout for when trouble may find him. So he's like, yeah, he's acting kind of stealthily.
okay. So if you guys are trying to be quiet, make a stealth check. So roll a d20 and add your stealth skill.
Oh, fuck. I just rolled a 2. Plus 7.
I rolled a
nine?
17
Yeah, so that's
plus,
a 9.
plus 2, so 19 in total.
I got a
Okay.
17 total.
Okay. Johnny.
That's 7.
Okay.
Damn, that's some shit stealth.
So, as the two of you, Kara and Zach, you used to kind of staying back in the shadows and keeping quiet. You instinctively turn around and look at the other two, kind of tripping over their own feet, and their sneakers are kind of squeaking. You're like, "Really, guys?" You kind of
Tony! Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man, these kicks don't buy themselves. I gotta keep them clean, you know?
You're gonna
Jesus
stuff the
Christ.
shit out of them with how much you're scuffing the floors.
Who's the fuck about the floor?
As they're having this conversation, Zach, you make your way to the end of the hallway, and you hear that dripping sound right around the corner, and not where the bathroom is. And you turn the corner, and you see Katie's body nailed to the wall with metal spikes through her arms, legs, and torsos. Blood dripping down her leg and into a small puddle below her. You avoid stepping in it while horrified at the visage of your murdered classmate.
Wow, that really sucks. But hey,
Shit.
I guess she's a fucking pinup girl now.
No,
Not
I was gonna ask her out.
Tasteful.
Oh, let's
What?
be honest, you weren't gonna do that.
I was gonna do it.
Oh shit.
I vote for going
You guys
to my
are
locker.
seeing this, right? It's not just me. You
Yeah,
guys are
bitch
seeing
is dead. Bitch is dead.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, grow a pair. Fuck.
Sorry.
I've never seen a dead body before, man. This is fucking oh shit. This is fucked up. This isn't just a prank, man.
Hey, Car, is this some of your Wiccan shit?
Why do you have to blame me?
You're the fucking goth girl.
Who says I'm Wiccan because I'm goth?
You know, your general disposition.
Not funny.
It's kind of funny.
It's not funny.
A little funny.
I vote we go to my locker next and get the fuck out of here.
I've always just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I agree.
My locker is the way out of here, bro.
Hey, obvious question. Where the fuck is everybody? And what, and like, I mean, obviously we, like, Brad and her were arguing. Did Brad fucking murder her?
I
Jesus.
mean, isn't it always the men?
I mean, it could
Brad's
be a
pretty
goth
strong.
bitch.
He could have nailed her up there, I guess.
You were right with me the whole time.
I'm not always paying attention.
Men.
Well, I'm gonna do a quick paranoid look around to see if there's anything or like to just quickly take stock of my surroundings.
Yeah,
Can-
make a perception check.
Can I search her body?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
20 non-natural.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, I got 18 plus 5 on my investigation.
So Zach, you look around. You don't see anything out of the normal besides the dead body and the pool of blood. All the doors are closed to the rooms that you see. Nothing really out of the ordinary. You listen. Don't hear anybody really on this floor besides the four of you. It's a whole lot of nothing going on right now. Tony, your investigation check, you kind of look and inspect the body, looking for items on it, looking what may have caused this. You see the different.
How hot is Katie?
She's decently attractive.
Well, what's that mean?
I mean,
She's pretty.
She's your typical, preppy girl. I mean,
she's
she got
pretty, but she's not.
Like, what's she wearing?
Amazing. You just want to feel
I mean,
her boobs, don't you? You want to feel
she's
dead
wearing
chick's
like
boobs.
like a short like polka dotted skirt with like a blouse with a kind of a cover up like sweater.
Okay.
A lot of it's pink. And what you do notice is she doesn't have a lot of items on her per se. I mean, she is wearing her typical pearl necklace.
Okay.
She lived by the motto "Pretty Pink and Pearls."
Okay. I'm going to steal her necklace.
Okay. Sure. And then, but you do notice that there's just a huge gash going from her right shoulder down to her left hip.
On the front or the back?
On the front.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because she's nailed to the wall, right?
Yeah, she's nailed to the wall
Okay.
with metal spikes.
Yeah. Like, do we know what kind of spikes? Like railroad spikes? Like what? Camping ties? Ice pick?
They just look like rough, like pieces of like
scrap metal or something?
Yeah, like they don't
rebar?
Like rebar.
Okay.
Like just pieces of rebar that are like just either hammered or jammed into the the walls of the school.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically all the pearls, like she doesn't have anything?
Yeah, I mean, you figure you're not allowed with a lot of stuff in the detention hall besides like books. I mean, you could
Didn't have like a wallet or anything? Purse?
Nope.
Okay.
Purse,
well,
probably
I'm still going to reach up her sweater and give her tits a quick squeeze.
Of course you are.
I mean, there's really like there's that gash that's going across her chest. I mean, they're
okay. Well, then I'm gonna squeeze the one good tit.
Okay. All right. You look and you got your hands a little bit covered in crimson.
Okay. You mean blood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tony,
okay.
we got to get the fuck out of here, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That doesn't seem right, man.
Somebody's gotta, at least give her a good send off because this wasn't fucking right. By the way, not as good as I would have thought.
That is still disrespectful. Come on, man.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, get up here, rerun. You're never gonna have another opportunity.
No, I want a woman alive. I think.
You think?
Johnny,
Okay.
he's not wrong.
Johnny walks up.
As fucked up as this is, Johnny, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
But,
never gonna get another chance.
I have lost all my respect for every single one of you.
Johnny walks up and coughs a little Phil.
Oh, Jesus.
Of
Okay.
course.
Is that your first time, Johnny?
I mean, no.
You
No.
fucking liar. It's your
I'm not
first
lying.
time. When have you ever copped another field?
Last weekend.
With who?
Doing what?
She goes to another school, man. You don't know.
Oh yeah, man. She goes to school in Canada. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is her boyfriend Archie? Is it in the town of Riverdale?
Riverdale. I don't know where that is.
You fucking yes, you do.
All right, y'all. We should get out of here.
Please.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of
Before
here.
next thing we know, Tony's gonna rape a dead body.
Or Brad comes back with fucking more rebar spikes.
Yeah, we gotta
All right.
be for that.
Are you guys sneaking or are you guys walking normal? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna continue to sneak.
Okay,
Can I
make
roll
another
again
stealth check.
because that first one was shit?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep, you guys are making new
Okay,
stealth
okay.
checks now that there's a sense of danger.
Okay. Much better. So I got a 13 plus 7.
19
I
plus
rolled
2, 21.
9 total.
Johnny?
13.
Okay. Are you guys keeping the same order or?
Tony's gonna go first.
Okay.
Mr. Non-stealthy.
Whatever. I made my stealth check, didn't I?
You got a 20 total.
Yeah, I had what was it? I
Thir-
had
13
13
plus
plus
7.
7. Yeah.
Okay.
I should totally.
As you
I'm,
guys are
I'm pretty freaked out. I'll stay towards the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in the very back. I'm like, I'm done. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm
so
gonna follow
Tony, Kara, Zach, Johnny.
And we're still going towards Kara's locker. Yes.
But yeah, you guys
Yeah.
going to the exit of the school?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys sneak down the hall, you see leftover posters of pep rallies for the football team, missing posters of Johnny or little Jimmy McGuire, and campaign ads for Katie for class president.
Okay.
You keep towards the edge of the class, or the hallway, and go down the first set of stairs, and make it to the first floor. You're at this T intersection, and ahead of you is the entrance. You can see it, 100, 150 feet, maybe longer, towards the entrance of the school. And then to your left and right, you see the east and west wings. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, aren't we still heading towards Kara's thing? Oh, cool. Well, Tony's gonna be Tony. I know we're down on the first floor, but like, my locker is just west of here, by the gym.
But the exit's over here.
I know, but I got valuable shit there.
Then you can go.
Hey,
up on
nerd,
your
which is
own.
closer? You're good with math.
Well, the straightest path is always the shortest path, and I think the exit is probably the shorter path and the straighter path. So it's probably the right way to go. I think. Yeah.
Stoner, you concur?
I flunked algebra, man. So like, I don't really know, but that math doesn't seem right to me.
Kara?
Well, you already know my vote.
Fair enough.
So I think Kara and I can go to her locker, and Johnny and not Johnny, Zach and Tony can go somewhere else.
All right, that's fair. We'll split up. We'll divide and conquer. Then maybe you'll be able to cop a field of a real live one.
Oh man, I'm not.
Kara wants to
I'm
punch
not-
Tony. Can
I'm not
Kara punch
splitting up.
Tony?
Yep, roll a d20.
Yes.
And what's my... Do I got a reflex save or something?
Nope, it's against your AC.
It's 19 hit.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hits.
That
She can see me.
definitely is.
Okay, so,
So
what's...
just right, it just like dead arms you right in the deltoid. Just
Okay.
like- it stings a little bit. I mean, didn't cause any damage, but
Ugh,
she's got a little strength behind her.
that feels good. Here to take that on the road.
No.
You say
Alright, what are you
no,
guys
but
doing?
your left says yes.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Well,
Watching
Kara,
two
Kara,
people
let's go on, Kara.
fumble in the dark trying to trying to flirt is just like two people trying to find something in the dark and they just can't find it.
Hey, man, I'm not picky.
I got Tony over there randomly flirting. Then I have the nerd who just wants to get in my pants. And I'm the only female here.
Only live female, we should specify.
Only live female.
All right, Stoner, what was your name again?
Zach.
Zach.
You've bought off me so many times. How did you forget my name was Zach?
Whoa. I haven't bought anything per se. Trade, more like it.
All right, buddy, whatever you want to call it.
All right, man, let's go to my locker.
All right,
All right,
I'm not staying here alone, so I'll go with you.
Bye, guys.
Later, dweeb. Good luck getting into her panties.
All right, Kara. So I guess you start walking towards your locker,
Yeah.
keeping your same stealth checks. Kara and Johnny make your way over. Need you to make an intelligence check as you are trying to do the code to your locker in the dark.
12 minus 1, 11.
11. Okay, it takes you a couple tries, but eventually the lock pops and your locker opens.
Is her
Okay.
locker like a bottom locker or a top locker, or how's it situated?
Why do you
There's
care?
so there's a
Because it
Hers is
depends
actually
if
a bottom
my
locker?
ass is sticking out.
Oh,
That's
a
why.
bottom locker.
fucking Matt over
they're-
here, the perv master.
They're stacked, one on top of the other, but hers is.
Well, I'm
so they're
glad
like-
I didn't give Kara a skirt in my description.
I mean, I'm just curious. Johnny will be curious.
Yep. So she's having to kind of, squat down a little bit or bend over, however she chooses to open her locker.
I guess
So
squatting.
Johnny, so I'm gonna lean up against the locker, try to look cool, like next to her. And once she gets her stuff out, when she comes up, I want to talk to her.
So are you grabbing anything from your locker, Kara?
That's just what's on the equipment list, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna grab all of it.
Okay. So that's on that second sheet that I sent you, not your character sheet, but the other one.
Yeah, I had that sheet.
Yeah. Okay. So now you have all of that in your inventory.
Okay.
Okay. So you close your locker and you see Matt, make a performance check.
Nat 20.
Natural
Oh,
20.
fuck!
Yeah.
So something out of a movie that he had probably seen recently, out of Footloose or something. You see this geeky nerd with his glasses propped up, trying to look his best, propped up against the locker.
Uh-huh.
So Kara, where are you up to tonight, huh?
Well, I was gonna hail Satan tonight.
Oh, you mind if I hail Satan with you?
That's fucking... Yeah, sure, cool. I'm just gonna hail Satan with you. yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Whatever you're
Can I
into.
get my line out now?
I'm sorry. It's too good. It's too good.
Cora's gonna look him up and down, and she's gonna say, "Sure, I needed a virgin sacrifice for tonight's offering."
At this, Johnny blanches, and he's just like, I mean, how about maybe tomorrow night? Maybe we'll see.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And you
man.
guys make your way for the front door.
Yes.
Okay. Zach and Tony, you guys go down the west wing towards the gym. No,
Yeah, another stealth check.
just keep the same stealth check.
Okay.
And you eventually get to your locker. Tony, make an intelligence check to do your code.
Okay. That is a... What the hell's intelligence on here?
To the left.
Oh, my bad. So I got a 14. I rolled a 14, and I have a 14 plus 2.
Okay, so 16 total.
Yeah.
So easy enough. First try. You've done this a million times, and you're used to doing it quickly to sneak things in and out of your locker. You pop it open. You can grab any and everything out of your locker if you want.
I'm gonna try to just quickly take a look and see what's in his locker.
Okay.
I'm gonna shove his face back because I don't want people poking around in my shit.
All right.
I wasn't gonna put my face in your locker, man. I was gonna stand behind you, look over your shoulder.
Hey, man, some of this shit's private in here. All right.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Zach and Tony, make a perception check yourself to see if you can see him.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 21 perception.
Whew, I rolled a 4 with a -1.
Yeah, so you don't even you're too focused on getting your stuff out.
Okay.
Do you want to tell him what he might see in your locker?
Yeah. So Tony, he grabs his leather jacket and he throws it on. He looks damn good, I might add. Okay. He grabs a toolbox, and I guess you'll see him taking some lockpicks, and he's putting that into his toolbox. He's also got a boombox, and surprise, surprise, you actually see him take out a stack of 6 comic books, and he stuffs that into his back pocket.
Okay.
Comic books in his back pocket.
Yeah, rolls them up like a fucking newspaper.
So Tim, because you put your leather jacket on, add +2 to your AC.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I need the pencil, honey. +2 to my AC. Okay. Added +2.
Okay.
Yo, Tony, I gotta grab some shit from my locker too. Will you walk with me?
Yeah, man. Might as well. I don't have anything fucking better to do. You like Journey? I love Journey.
Yeah, Journey's alright, I guess.
All right, Tony props up his boombox, and he blares Journey, Just a Small Town Girl.
Okay.
That sounds
So
cool. Don't stop
Cara
believing.
and
Don't Stop
Johnny,
Believing. Then he blares Don't Stop Believing.
You don't know music.
Just
you
a
guys make
small
your way-
town girl living in a lonely world.
All right.
Did you name it another Journey song, or is that the only one you?
That's the only one he knows.
Georgie, 4G.
I love that one. Go away.
So, Cara and Johnny, as you guys are kind of making your way towards the front exits, see the doors, and you can see out towards the front of the school in the parking lot. And you push, and the doors don't open. You look and see, and the school security system is locked, just like the PA system had said. So they were put into the locked position, and the power was cut off. And you recall, that whoever that was over the school PA system saying, "You're stuck in here. There's no way to escape without turning on the power. There's an emergency generator in the basement. Once that's turned on, you can go to the front office to undo the security system and escape." And it seems like they were telling the truth, that these doors are stuck in the locked position.
What are these doors made of?
They're steel.
Fuck.
And it has the glass that has the metal lattice in the glass,
Damn it. Okay.
As you guys are doing this, you're kind of frustrated. Then you hear a familiar song at the end of the hallway. Some sort of music is being played coming from the West Wing.
You hear that, Car?
I do.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, let's go find Tony and Zach at this
Oh,
point.
or or maybe we could, go upstairs and to my locker real quick. Then find Tony and Zach. I think that would be a good game plan.
Sure.
You guys are making your way back towards the T intersection as you're having this conversation, and Zach and Tony, as you guys are making your way towards the East Wing, Zach, you're kind of feeling uneasy of Tony playing this loud music when someone had just died recently upstairs, and you don't know where this person is, what they're doing. It's kind of unsettling. And through your natural perception, you get to this T intersection. You look to your right, and you see Kara and Johnny kind of making their way to you, not leaving the school. And then through the stairwell, you don't believe it, but it's undeniable. You hear the sound of a revving chainsaw. So,
Tony,
Zach,
turn that shit off. Tony, turn that shit off now.
Why, man? This is such a great song.
Do you hear that? It's a fucking... I hear a chainsaw. What the fuck is that?
Okay. I click the stop button on the cassette player.
Okay, now all of you can hear a chainsaw coming from the second floor. It's hard to tell as the sound is bouncing off of the walls in the stairwell how far away it actually is, but it is getting louder.
All right, we gotta run. Let's run to the East Wing.
All right, let's boogie.
So we sprint to my locker.
Okay. As Kara and Johnny, you see maybe about 30 feet ahead of you, Zach looking panicked, Tony turning off the noise and just sprinting towards the East Wing.
Well, that doesn't look good.
I don't know what to do. What do we do, Kara?
Are we all together?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
They're
took
about
off.
30 feet behind you.
Okay.
You guys took off. If they're running that way, away from whatever it is, let's... Like, where are we in we're 30 feet away from them, right?
So you're at that T intersection. You're walking away from the entrance back towards the T intersection, and you see them pause right at the stairwell and then just sprint.
From in the other direction.
Yeah. So they came from your left, and then they're sprinting towards your right as if you're looking towards them.
Kara is going to suggest to go the opposite direction.
So you're going to go towards the West Wing?
Yeah.
And Johnny's gonna follow.
Okay. Are you guys running? You walking? You stealthing?
I want to stealth the shit out of that.
Okay, so you're going to move a little bit slower. As you start moving kind of slower, you hear this increasing sound of a chainsaw coming from the floor above. As Tony and Zach are now 60 feet towards the East Wing.
Well, it looks like we're not going to your locker, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I need this stuff out of my locker, but maybe now's not the best time to go to the locker, I think.
You hear the sound of the chainsaw at the top of the stairs and heavy footsteps making their way down.
Kara wants to see if there's a place for her to hide.
So you can go down the stairs again towards the basement, or you can try and make it to one of the classrooms.
Car, let's go hide downstairs together. Just us two. We can hide downstairs.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So as you guys go down the stairs, you catch just a glimpse of some sort of humanoid figure, full speed, sprinting down the steps. The sound of the chainsaw just revving almost piercing your ears, and footsteps going down towards the west wing. Tony and Zach, you guys make it about 90 feet, getting pretty close to your locker, Zach. As you turn around and you see that figure come down the stairs, and you instinctively push up against the locker to hide in the hallway. There's nothing really else you can do, unless you want to try and make your way into a classroom or something, and not even look your direction, but go in the direction of Tony's locker, where the sound originated. Full sprint, chainsaw revving down that direction.
Okay, I'm gonna silently make my way to my locker.
Okay, so you get the sense that if for some reason this individual were to look in your direction, it's just an empty hallway.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
How close are we to the cafeteria?
You're about halfway to the cafeteria. It's at the end of this hallway.
Well, we're pretty close to one of the classrooms, you said?
Yeah, there's several classrooms that are just there's like lockers and then classroom, lockers, classroom.
All right, I'm gonna whisper to Tony and just say, "Hey, let's duck into one of these classrooms."
Hell yeah, man, let's do it.
Okay, so you guys sneak into one of the math rooms. There's a series of desks. There's a chalkboard. You guys kind of wait it out for a second. Kara and Johnny, you guys are kind of chilling at the bottom of the stairwell. There's a door at the bottom of the stairwell that leads into the basement area. Couple seconds go by, and you hear the chainsaw go from the east wing back towards the west wing. You guys are kind of hiding in the one that's in the math room. The chainsaw goes by your room, pauses for a second, chainsaw turns off, and there's silence.
I am holding my breath and just waiting.
Tony's kind of chill about it.
You're not even with us.
Huh?
You're not with us.
Well, he just said that.
You
That's
guys
my
are-
mistake.
I'm with him.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Johnny and Kara that he was talking
in
about.
the basement, and then Tony and Zach are in the math room down towards
Okay.
the east wing. All right, so you don't know where this individual is, Zach and Tony. The sound just stopped, close to your location.
So
I'm gonna
it
creep
stopped.
up to the door and peer out the window.
Make a perception check.
That's gonna be a 13.
13. Okay, you slowly creep up and peer through the glass, holding your breath. You see this individual walking slowly, intentionally trying to be quiet. Two hands on this chainsaw, one on the grip, one on the ripcord to start it. Kind of peering through the hallways, and begins looking towards, walking, and kind of disappears out of your vision, walking towards the cafeteria. You remember the PA system refer to some sort of friend who doesn't like it when you're in the halls for very long. This is only what you can surmise is what
Yeah.
they're referring to.
What does the figure look like?
From the back, it's looks like a big muscular humanoid figure. That's all you can really tell. Bald, burly, from this distance and in the dark and with that perception check, that's really all you can get.
All right, I'm gonna duck down again so I'm not in the window.
Okay. It's walking away from you, further down the east wing, towards where your locker in the cafeteria is, and then kind of disappears from there.
Well, shit, man. That was wild. Not every day you see somebody running around with a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, Jesus, do you think he's the one who nailed Katie to the wall?
I mean, it could be. Either that or Brad's putting on a real fucking good show.
I mean, I guess it could be Brad.
I'm gonna go with Brad just because he's an asshole. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm an asshole. But he's assholier.
Where did Brad get a chainsaw?
I don't know, maybe the groundskeeper room / shed, if this school has one.
Yeah, okay. That seems to make sense to me.
Actually, speaking of that, if the school does have one, we should totally try to get in there and see if we can like find some fucking weapons to defend ourselves, because we're not gonna find fucking nothing in math class.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta do something to get out of here, man. Like, how do we get out of here?
It's a good question. But Will, what are the chairs in the classroom made out of?
Plastic and like metal.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
In the 80s?
Yeah, in the 80s.
Okay.
They currently are made of anyway.
Tony wants to rifle around in the drawers of the, I guess, the math teacher's desk. See if
Okay.
there's anything in there.
Make an investigation check. While you're doing that, Kara and Johnny, what are you guys doing in the bottom of the stairwell?
So we're just like huddled together.
Yep, bottom of the stairwell. There's, the bottom of the stairs lead to the door to the basement area, where you remember, there to be a foretold broken generator, backup generator to the school.
Kara, I think we gotta let's look. I'm not a leader or anything, but I think we should go through that door together. It's us two.
And do what exactly?
Well, you heard the PA system, right?
Right. Lead the way then.
I mean, if you want to lead, like you can. I'm all right with that too.
Fine. If you're gonna be a
I mean,
pussy
can
about it.
Is there like a protection spell that you can cast or something?
Why does everyone
with your-
think I'm a fucking Wiccan? I'm goth, not Wiccan. But fine, I'll lead the way since you're gonna be a pussy about it.
I mean, whoa. I mean,
Kara is just gonna let him stumble. She's gonna walk towards the door.
Okay. You try the door and it's locked.
Fucking really. Well, it's fucking locked. What is this door made out of? Do I know?
Steel.
Another fucking steel
It's
door.
a solid steel door. Yep.
Is
80s,
there-
No
man.
glass.
Can she try to break the glass?
No, there is no glass. It's a solid steel door.
Oh. Is there anything else around her?
Nope.
Just this locked door.
Just a stairwell and the locked door.
Well, this door's fucking locked, so we can't go through here.
oh well. I don't know what to do then.
Well, nerd, where are the keys kept?
Probably keys probably kept in the office if I had to guess.
Alright then, let's go to the fucking office. Where's that at?
Front office is towards the front of the school.
Well, let's go.
We just yes, ma'am. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kara, let's go.
Okay. What did you roll for your investigation, Tony?
I rolled an 18
18.
plus my
Okay.
+5 investigation.
Oh wow. Okay, so 23.
Yeah, I
Um,
nailed it.
Unfortunately, I mean, you do a pretty good job of going through this place pretty quietly. There's not a lot that you find. I mean, there's a pair of scissors on the teacher's desk. There's
Cool. He grabs it and then breaks the little centerpiece in half with force. So he
Okay.
has it like a
like a shank.
yeah, like a shank dagger, and he gives the other one to Zach. It's Zach,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do with this?
Hey, it's better than nothing. A fucking chainsaw boy comes at you.
I mean, he's got a chainsaw, man. What am I supposed? I appreciate the gesture. I really. You know what, Tony? Thanks for this.
No problem, man. We gotta stick together. Apparently.
We gotta find the others, man. We gotta regroup.
I guess I agree. Shouldn't we get to your locker though?
I don't know, man. The chainsaw dude took off towards that way, so I'm not super stoked on going back there.
Hey, haven't you always wanted to run in the hallways with scissors? Or at least half a scissor?
Not really, but like I get where you're coming from. Like I can see how that would be fun.
Fair enough. I still think we should get your shit though.
All right, we can walk that way real quick.
Like, do you remember what you had in there? Like anything good?
Yeah, I got some good shit in there.
All right, well then we should get to that fucking locker.
Some real good shit, bro.
Not that kind of shit, moron.
Oh, well, that was what I was talking about.
So just for your reference, you have a couple different items on your person right now, right, Zach?
A few, yeah.
One of those, the medicinal healing herbs, that'll heal 1 HP. The other, like just the blunt that you have, if a person decides to smoke it, it makes you more focused, and you get advantage on your next skill check.
I thought he smoked it at the beginning of the game.
No, he was
not.
rolling it.
Like I leaned over to light it for him.
But he
Right.
didn't smoke
And
it.
I did not. I took it away from you. I was like,
Okay.
This was before Will kind of started doing some shit afterwards, but I did not smoke I did not smoke my only blunt as of yet.
Okay. So just so you know for reference. All right. So you want to make your way towards your locker, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you guys to make stealth checks.
Oh, okay. That's me too.
Mm-hmm. If you're trying to be
Oh,
stealthy.
fuck. Okay, that's a 9 plus
You got go
7. Oh, that's not bad.
I have a 22 total.
Okay. You guys quietly open up the door. You look left and you look right, and you see coming out of the stairwell, heading towards the front of the school, you see Kara and Johnny emerge from the basement floor.
Hey, man, where the fuck have you guys been? Did you guys see that motherfucking chainsaw?
They are not within whisper range. They are about 90 feet away from you.
Well, then sorry.
And you scream it out in the hallway. Hey,
Yes,
where you guys
I put on
going?
Journey again. No, we're good.
Tony, let's grab my shit and then go meet them.
All right, man. How much further?
We
About-
walked to my locker.
Yeah, it's about 40 more feet down the east wing. That basically cuts the distance between you and the cafeteria.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check as you try and open up your locker.
That's going to be a 13.
13. Okay. Takes you 2 tries, and your hands are kind of shaking as you know this thing is probably somewhere close to you with the chainsaw, even though you don't hear it immediately. You pop your locker open quietly.
Can Tony
You're free to
peer
take
in?
whatever you want.
I quickly grab everything inside and shove it in my backpack.
But
Okay.
no, you fucking saw my locker. Tony wants
Yeah,
to see
no,
your locker.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a check, man.
Make perception checks, both of you. Unless are you not trying to hide it at all?
Dude, I don't give a shit. He can see whatever's in my locker.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, if you want to tell him, you can go ahead and tell him.
Are you telling me, or am I making a check?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and see it. I've got a little bit of weed. I've got some herbal medicine. I've got some kung fu VHS tapes. I've got some hairspray, and I've got a skateboard.
Hairspray's good. Okay, cool. And skateboard. All right, sweet.
All right,
So
so
we're
you
gonna-
take
Not bad. Typical stoner.
it.
Hey man, I take offense at that, dude. These movies are fucking quality.
Hey man, Jackie Chan's great.
All right, so you
All
guys
right.
grab that real quick. You close your locker back.
We're
Start
gonna head
making your-
towards the front of the school
Okay,
after Kara and Johnny.
Johnny and Kara, you see heading towards your way, your other two companions.
Oh no. Kara,
What?
they're back.
I can see that.
Okay.
It's about this time, you guys end up meeting up in the center of the hallway. Just standing there, reunited as a foursome again.
We gotta get out of this hallway, man. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a dude with a chainsaw around here.
Weird.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. We're heading towards the front of the school now.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, but I mean, yeah. But I would also like to go to my locker, guys.
Where the chainsaw man is?
We gotta get out of the school, man. How do we leave?
Okay, remember that fucking PA system thing? We need to get the emergency generator on in the basement. I've got some fucking tools here, so we should go fucking fix it.
The basement's locked.
Yeah, we tried it already, man.
We're going to get the
Yeah.
keys.
That's fine. I could break a lock.
That's pretty badass, man.
Well, I'm kind of badass.
Whatever.
He winks at Kara.
Of course he does.
and kind of pushes in front of Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny notices this and he's like, what do I do?
All right, so you guys make your way down into the basement.
Okay.
You gonna try and lockpick?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and lockpick.
Okay, make a lockpicking check. So you're proficient with your lockpick.
Yeah, so that's dexterity.
Dexterity plus proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Plus your d20 roll.
I hand him a joint I've rolled, and I'm like, hey man, just take one hit off this before you do it. Just get your mind at ease. I want to make sure that you're not feeling stressed before you're trying to pick this lock.
Hey man, sounds good to me.
Okay.
And he lights the
So-
blunt and takes a toke.
All right. So your blunt is consumed. You get advantage on this skill check. So you roll 2 d20s, take the higher, and then add your bonus.
Okay.
Well, how much more did I have in my locker?
Oh!
It says
Nat 20, bitches!
nice. Let me look it up really quickly. It should be on that second sheet I sent you.
It just says weed.
Oh, it doesn't say how many.
It just says weed.
Okay.
Infinite.
So you had 2 of each additional. So you had 1 on you, and you had 2 of each.
Okay, thanks.
Sweet,
Yep.
so that's Nat 20 plus 7 dexterity plus an extra for my burglary skill.
Yeah, nat 20. Quick enough. In just a couple seconds, you one by one knock each tumbler, and the door opens.
Am I good? Am I good? Big Tony
Hell
style,
yeah, man.
coming through. I shove the door open and we go in.
Okay. There's another series of stairs that go down, and there's even less light, and it becomes very difficult to see here in the basement. There's just a maze of boxes, sports equipment, pipes, machinery. You carefully make your way around what loops underneath the stairwell, and you see this old generator. It looks old and beat up. It's probably hasn't been used in a while. First thing you notice is there's a note left on it, what looks to be in Mr. Sanchez's handwriting, indicating there are 3 items missing, needed to repair it. A new circuit board, some sort of tape to hold some of the parts together, and oil. There's a comment on the note that talks about how he pocketed the money for the parts and was going to use what was around the school to fix the generator instead. Next to each item,
Goddamn Rick Sanchez. He's such a swifty bitch.
next to each item, there seems to be a location tied to it. It reads circuit board, AV club, tape, gym, oil, cafeteria.
Well, so we got a shopping list.
Yeah, I vote for the other 2 areas that are not the cafeteria where the fucking chainsaw bitch went.
Well, I think we should still, maybe the chainsaw person is moved by now. Maybe the AV club is safe.
So AV club is on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, if we go towards the AV club, we get the upside of looking in the nerds locker.
I guess that's true. I want to see what he's got in there so I can make fun of him.
Oh no.
I love the oh no part because that means he's got something good.
Come on, Johnny. Let's figure this shit out.
Funny. It's gonna be real funny when you have the same comic books in there.
I mean, I got some books in there. They're not necessarily comic books.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's got porn.
No, my textbooks.
I like pictures.
Although, this dude's legitimately bought porn off me a couple of times.
You're joking. No, that's not true. No.
Hey, let me ask you something, Johnny, just between you and me. And he gets down. I'm assuming he's taller than Johnny. And he gets down and he whispers into his ear and he says, "Let's be honest. Is it goth porn?"
I say, no. It's not anything. It's just my textbook.
You're a real fucking disappointment, Johnny.
Everything in my locker is for my own education.
Come on, Johnny.
Sex ed is education.
That's real gross, Johnny.
Well, why don't we just
He's got a flashlight in there.
I do have a flashlight, yeah.
Not a flashlight, a
that's not what you said.
It's 1984.
A flashlight.
I don't think they had
A what?
flashlights in
A
1984.
flashlight? I have a flashlight.
Flashlight.
Let's quit being a bunch of bitches and let's go to the fucking nerd's locker, and then we'll all have our locker shit so we can try and fix this fucking shit.
We should also go to the AV club so we can get that circuit board.
That's what I was about to say. We can stop at the AV club, get the circuit board. I know how to use the circuit board. So,
Yeah, you know how to really wiggle that in there, don't you? Using just your fingers.
Johnny's ignoring what's your character's name?
Tony.
Johnny's just straight up ignoring Tony at this point.
You can't ignore Tony. Tony ignores you.
Okay.
And Tony pushes by everybody and takes charge again.
Of course he does.
Heading towards the fucking nerd's locker. If that wasn't clear.
He's gonna follow Tony.
I'll follow him.
You coming, Zach?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Cool.
Cara, are you coming?
I already said I was following Tony.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is our game master
What
coming?
the fuck?
As you guys are making your way up from the basement, you instinctively stop and you hear the sound of a light jingle of a bell coming from the east wing.
Like what kind of bell?
Just a small, faint, just jingle. And you stop and listen for a second. And you hear it coming from the front of the school, footsteps and revving of a chainsaw coming in your direction and immediately taking a sharp turn going back towards the cafeteria. And then the sound fades and then ceases.
So we hear the bell and the chainsaw simultaneously.
No, you hear the bell, silence, chainsaw coming from the front of the school, turning and going towards the sound of the bell in the east wing,
Got it.
fades, and then silence.
Okay. All right.
I just keep running upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna chase after Johnny.
All right, you guys go up to the second
Tony's
floor.
gonna linger a little bit and kick back with Kara as they
Kara's
proceed.
already taken off.
Okay, well then, Tony is going after Kara.
You guys make your way up to two flights of stairs up to the second level. Stealthing into the AV room. I need you guys to make stealth checks.
Okay.
And I need a marching order.
Got a 11 plus 7 on stealth.
20 total.
plus 1 because I have stealthy.
I have 20
Okay.
total.
Okay.
And I'm
So,
third, I think.
I got an 8.
Johnny sucks.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
I got a 10 total.
He described him as
Okay.
fucking Urkel. Of course he sucks.
All right, what's the marching order, guys?
I think Johnny was first, then Zach, then
Then-
me, then
then
Tony.
Tony.
Okay. So you guys are making your way towards the AV club room. Looking down the hall, you see the similar posters that you saw before.
Mhm.
You're heading in the opposite direction of where you see Katie's body still pinned up against the wall. And you make your way to the entrance of the AV club classroom.
All right, I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. You open the door, you creak it open, you step in. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Johnny.
Oh shit.
A dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Fuck.
As you step in, you step on something hard and you hear a clink. All of a sudden, snap! A bear trap clamps onto your leg. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I see this and try to help him out of it?
Well, this is all like happening just right now.
Okay.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, with all your might, everything you can, you bite the side of your cheek to not yell out in pain to give away your position. Your leg is caught in this bear trap. You take 1 point of damage.
Oh, guys.
I'm gonna try to help him out of the bear trap.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Can Kara help?
Yep.
Tony's gonna use his knife as well to try to get some sort of leverage against the mechanism.
All right, so Zach, with the help of the other two, make a check with advantage. Or you guys can decide who you want to make the check, and then.
I got a 20 total.
Am I
Okay.
supposed
Easy
to
enough.
roll?
No. By helping him, you give him advantage.
Got it.
So you guys kind of shut the door. It takes a couple minutes to find the mechanism, but with an extra set of hands, you pry them open slightly, releasing the locking mechanism on the bear trap. Pull his leg out, and it slams shut again. You kind of throw it to the side. His leg looks not good, but I mean it's walkable, but he's definitely sustained some damage.
I rip off a sleeve of my hoodie and use as a bandage and wrap it around the wound.
Tony stops him, not to be a dick, but be like, hey, hold on, man. Like, we need to like cauterize that shit.
Cauterize it?
You want to like try to like light it on fire?
Yeah, I want to try and light it on fire.
I think it's fine, guys. I'm fine. Really.
Don't be a little bitch. Fire's gonna be
No,
great. It'll fix
We
everything.
probably just need pressure
Hey.
on it. Like, it's not that bad.
It's not like his limbs.
It's a fucking bear trap.
It's not like his whole leg got cut off.
You don't know.
I'm looking at it.
As you guys
Can
look
we
around
see?
the
Can we
room-
see if it's a flat or a spiked, mouthed bear trap, Kono?
It
Or
is
Will?
a spiked, but it doesn't seem to. He doesn't seem to have taken a serious amount of damage. It's gonna hurt, and I mean he's dripping a little bit of blood, but nothing too serious.
Yeah, nothing too serious, guys. I'm fine.
Like, please don't burn me.
So I wrap it in my makeshift bandage.
Okay. It helps stop some of the bleeding. I mean, the damage is still done, but seems to at least maintain the wound for now.
I say, "Hey, Johnny, here, drink this." And I hand him one of my medicinal herb potions.
I take it. I'm like, oh, what's in it?
Just fucking drink it, dude. It'll make you feel better.
Okay.
Yeah, stop being such a pussy.
Okay. So Matt, you regain that 1 hit point.
18.
As you guys kind of look around while this is all happening, you see there's all sorts of tables and chairs scattered about. Tables are covered in robotics parts, mechanical components, and pieces wired together. It's actually quite a large classroom, and the school has spent a decent amount of the budget making the room what it is.
All
What do you guys
right,
do?
guys.
Johnny, go find us a circuit board that'll work, man.
All right, I'm gonna limp over and try to find the circuit board.
Yeah, be quick about it, Gimpy.
All right, are you the only one looking, or is everybody looking?
I'll help him fucking look.
I guess we all help him look.
Do I
All
spam?
right, everybody make an investigation check individually.
I rolled a 2, but it's +5.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, but it's
Excuse me.
+1, so it's a 3.
Excuse me.
13.
I rolled a total of 11.
Okay. For some reason, Zach is looking underneath one of the desks.
What?
And then Johnny is looking over by one of the windows. The only people who are really actually doing anything functional are Kara and Johnny. And Johnny, from your keen memory, you remember, oh, it's probably in one of the storage closets.
Yeah.
And you instinctively go over and open the door, and you see in front of you a large humanoid figure with a dirty porcelain mask and a large blade in hand. Looks down at you for a second, tilts its head to the side, and swipes at you.
Damn,
Jesus.
chump.
Oh, no.
Fucking Johnny, you're gonna die.
That's a 16 against your AC.
Yeah.
With a swipe, he cuts you right on the left bicep.
Oh no, my big
As
muscle.
this silent figure looms over you. I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Mm. 18.
Fuck.
11.
I rolled a 5 + 4.
So 9.
Initiative right there, hon.
I know, but I also have another +5 here.
Oh,
So
you
that's
have an
plus
extra.
13.
Oh no, your initiative it takes into account.
I know, but I have initiative, so I rolled a 14 plus my 7 for initiative. Plus
Yeah,
I have an
that-
alert that's also added an additional 5 to my initiative.
I've already added the 5 to your initiative.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's 7.
So I rolled a 21.
So Car's got a 21. Johnny's got
18.
18. Okay. Zach.
Oh,
Zach.
I rolled an 11. I don't know if you heard
Okay.
that the first time.
And then Johnny or Tony.
Oh, I thought I already told you.
You did, but I didn't. I forgot.
It was real fucking low. It was like a 3 or a 2 plus the 4.
Okay. All right, Kara. You look up and you see. You turn back and there's a figure stepping out of the storage closet with a, like I said, a dirty porcelain mask, huge humanoid male figure, dirty overalls, giant blade in its right hand, staring down Johnny. What do you do?
I have a couple options here. She is going to try and distract the humanoid thing that leads to like look at her to try and help and save Johnny.
Okay, so you're gonna try and get its attention.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
14 plus 18 total.
Okay. How do you try and grab its attention?
I'm gonna yell at it, maybe grab some things off the desk to throw it at it, something.
Okay. As you reach and you grab one of the robotic arms, you yell out some sort of insult and sling the arm across, hitting it across the shoulder. It looks over at you. It looks like you have its attention. Are you going to stand there? Are you going to try and go somewhere?
I'm going to just run out of the room and keep it distracted, I guess.
Okay, so you're going to like leave the AV Club room.
Yeah, and hopefully like luring it out of the room.
Okay. Johnny, this thing standing above you seems to divert its attention. It's still standing there as you're kind of like cowering back. What do you want to do?
I want to pull a pin out of my pocket and try to stab it.
Okay.
Way to go, pocket protector.
You pull out a pin. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
18.
18? Yeah, easy enough. You put your pin in, it pierces the skin, and you pull it out, and nothing. No blood, no nothing. It doesn't even acknowledge your presence. It just seems focused on whatever Carl was taunting it to do.
Okay.
Do you want to stay there, or do you want to try and move somewhere?
I want to try to move away from it.
Okay. So you move over to the other side of the classroom. Zach, what are you doing? You're over towards the front of the class. You see this figure step out of the back storage closet.
I am going to draw on my immense kung fu knowledge and imitate Jet Li and run up to him, jump and do a flying kick into his abdomen.
All right, roll a d20 for me.
Just straight up, no buffs?
Yep, just roll a straight up d20.
Ooh, 17.
17? Yeah, feeling your inner dragon, you, with all of your movement, make your way to the back of the classroom, jump and kick. It's like kicking a brick wall.
Jeez.
Doesn't even move. You fall kind of prone on the ground. Now getting its attention, it looks down at you. He's going to make a swipe. That is an 11.
It doesn't hit.
Doesn't. Oh, actually, you're prone, so it has advantage. It's a 3. Just narrowly escaping, rolling out of the way. It slices and leaves a mark on the new carpet that was just installed into this room. Kind of groans. Tony, your move.
So I have a question about my available attacking weapons. So I have obviously half a scissors,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the 80s, so I assume the boombox is made out of metal. Like,
Yes.
do these have damage stats to them or what?
You'll have to see.
What about my toolbox? I have any-
You can try and wield them as weapons. Yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay. And where am I in relation to where this creepy motherfucker is?
You're on the exterior window looking for a circuit board. So you're about 15 feet away.
Is it facing me or what?
I mean, it is at the back of the room, facing the rest of the room. In the storage closet, it's kind of stepped out. And Kara threw something at it, ran by you towards she's just now at the entrance to the room. Johnny has kind of backed over into a corner, and then Zach had just karate kicked it, fell down, and dodged swipe.
No, I know that, but like, is it facing me?
I mean, he's facing towards the open of the room, so I mean, yes, I guess.
I guess what I'm asking is, am I looking at his back or am I looking at his face?
You're looking at his face.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna try and, if there's enough room in the AV room, to get around to his backside, and then stab his back with my broken.
Well, he's just stepped out of a closet, so his
Okay.
back is to this closet that he just walked out of.
Okay, well then I'm gonna throw a chair at him.
All right, roll a d20.
Okay, 7.
7.
Yeah.
You lift up the chair. It's a little heavier than you thought it was going to be, and it lands about 5 feet short.
Ah, fuck you, 80s. Okay.
All right, Kara. You make your way to the door. You turn around. You see that its attention's no longer on you.
She wants the attention back on her, so she wants to kind of like bang on the walls or yell at it, trying to get its attention back on her.
All right, make an intimidation check.
Okay. 17 plus
Ooh.
4. 21
Yeah.
total?
Again, you taunt it, agging it to come get you. Looking down at Zach, its attention looks back up at you again, raises its blade. You have its attention.
All right, she's gonna run out of the room and lure it out of the AV club.
Okay. Are you gonna head towards the end of the hallway or back towards the stairs?
She's gonna go to the end of the hallway.
Okay. All right. So it's you can basically make it almost. It's about 45 feet to the edge of that wall.
Okay.
But it's a dead end besides a couple of classrooms on either side.
Okay.
Okay. So you make it to the end of the hallway. Johnny, you see he's standing there looking like he's about to go chase after Kara, but you get a chance to go before.
Where's my locker in relation to the AV club again?
It's towards the direction that Kara went, so towards the end of the hallway.
I want to run to my locker.
You want to run to your locker?
Yeah.
Okay. With your speed, you can make it about 10 feet outside of the doorway for your turn. So you get up, you make your way out, chasing after Kara. Zach, what are you doing? You're laying prone in front of him. Just dodge the swipe. No longer has his attention on you.
I'm gonna just scramble backwards and stand up, and then get out of the way.
Okay. This hulking figure starts pushing chairs and tables to the side and just starts making his way out of the classroom. Tony,
Can I
go ahead.
Can I prepare an action to when he moves to try to follow him, but not like super loud, like not to raise attention, but like just follow him silently?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Tony, what are you doing?
Well, since my chair failed so epically, I'm gonna try and stab the bitch.
You're ruining
Okay.
my work.
Roll a d20. What are you going to try and stab him with, the scissor?
Yeah, the scissor.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 15.
15. Yeah. He has his back to you. You jump from behind. You stab him right between the shoulder blades, and you pull out the end of the scissor.
Uh-huh.
There's no blood on the scissor. There's a hole in the skin.
Okay.
He turns around. Looks like you have his attention.
Right.
Kara, back up to you. You get to almost the end of the hallway, turn around, and you sit there and wait. You don't see anything following you.
She can see Johnny at this point, can she?
Right, Johnny just makes his way out into the hallway. He just crossed the threshold of the classroom.
Okay, she's gonna hold her action to help Johnny.
Okay, Johnny, your turn. So you spend
I'm
your turn.
gonna continue to my locker.
Yep. So you make it to your locker. Make an intelligence check to try and speedily do this. Actually, this will be dexterity at this point.
Dexterity?
Yeah, dexterity check to quickly.
18.
Easy enough. Even under the pressure, your heart's beating really fast. The adrenaline actually helps you. You pop your locker open. That's your turn for. Actually, because Kara's helping you, she can help you grab some stuff out of your locker if you.
Can I not take her help?
Yeah.
What's
can
in
do
your
that.
locker? Can I check to see what's in his locker?
Make a perception as you're looking.
I can.
Kara, make a perception.
Okay.
Yeah, make a perception. Since he's refusing your help, you can spend your turn looking.
Let's see. I rolled an 18.
All right, Johnny. What's in your locker?
Okay, only Kara knows this though.
Right, only
Yeah.
Kara knows this.
There's a chemistry set with 3 vials of acid. There's a Rubik's Cube. There's a flashlight. There's a smoke bomb. And then there's some magazines.
Porno magazines.
Yeah.
I knew it.
All right.
Oh, see, I know
Zach.
that you have those.
I know, because I bought them from you.
All right, Zach.
Wow.
Your turn.
That's awesome.
You see the
All right.
thing turn around and square up with Tony.
Okay, I whip out my hairspray and my lighter, and I make a makeshift flamethrower to burn it.
All right. Roll a d20.
18.
18. You sneak up behind. You grab its attention. It looks over towards you, and you use the hairspray with your lighter, and you blast it right in its face. The being falls down, covering its trying to put out the fire. On its turn, it is essentially stunned. There are char marks. It doesn't, but what you do notice is it doesn't seem to really be affected physically or by any type of pain from any of it. It's just putting out the fire, stands back up, and has its attention on you, Zach. But that's basically its turn, and it goes to Tony.
Tony.
Oh, sorry. So it's not doing. So nothing is doing nothing. Essentially.
Apparently, you haven't been able to really do anything that.
All right. Well, Tony's gonna do what Tony's gonna do, and he's gonna kick his box up on full. And the music is going to cycle over on his mixtape that he's obviously made,
Okay.
and it's gonna be playing Jules Andrews. Fuck, I'm forgetting the title. The end theme song from Donnie Darko.
Okay.
You know, the da 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 da. All around me are familiar faces.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Bad
one.
Wolf. That's
So you would've
mine.
And he's
Sort of-
gonna prop it up above his head in hopes that
Okay.
maybe sound will hurt it.
Okay. You play your stereo. It notices for a second, and then turns its attention back to Zach.
Ugh,
Kara.
this monster's
turn.
terrible.
She's gonna go back inside the room.
Okay. You make your way back inside the room. You see, you smell the hint of smoke, and you see Tony blasting Hysteria.
Well, she's gonna think, "What the fuck, Tony?" And then, what do I want to do? So on here it says I have Roman candles. How many do I have?
3.
3. I want to use one.
Okay. Roll a d20.
11.
11. You pull it out as this being rises its hand in the air to strike down on Zach. You aim your Roman candle, light it with your lighter, and shoot it. Hits it right under the throat, and it burns this hole as it kind of grasps with his other hand. It's essentially stunned for a full round.
Woohoo!
Johnny, what are you doing?
I also want to run back in.
Okay. You see all of this going on.
And then I want to take a vial of acid and pour it on the thingy.
On the thingy.
Okay.
The monster.
Thingy.
So you get up close and you uncork the vial and sling it across. It starts to burn some of the skin and mix with some of the flame from the Roman candle. It seemed to be doing something to it, but it doesn't seem to be reacting in a sense of pain, but just more that this is a nuisance and it's, trying to get all of these things off of it. Zach, you're up.
I hit it with the improvised flamethrower again. I get my hairspray and light my lighter and just try to keep lighting it up.
Okay. Roll a d20.
19.
19. Yeah. Again, I mean, it's just a sitting duck. All of these things keep attacking it. Don't see really any physical damage being done to it besides very surface level things. You're occupying it with what you're doing, and it's not able to really recover with this onslaught. But whatever you guys are doing doesn't seem to be making any progress towards any type of objective. For its turn, it's just completely overwhelmed. It can't really do anything. It's going to that's all it can do. Tony.
Well, everything Tony's done has been super ineffective. So he's gonna get to who's is Johnny the only one who's been damaged?
Yeah.
He's gonna go and try and help Johnny out somehow.
Okay, how's he gonna help Johnny?
I don't fucking know. He's gonna fucking tell him he doesn't suck so much.
Okay.
And give him some cigarettes.
As you go around, you have to, because you're kind of on the other side.
Yeah.
He's kind of in between, so you have to kind of go around. As you're going around, you kind of look past him and towards the back of the storage room, and your vision flickers for a second as you look into the storage room, into that luminescent darkness twilight from when you first saw that PA. You blink again and it's gone, and then you look back at Johnny and you give him an insult. Kara, your turn.
Can I speak as a free action?
Sure.
Somebody get the circuit board and let's get the
Well,
fuck
that's
out of
actually
here.
what I was gonna do.
I'm in agreement
Okay.
with you, buddy.
I was gonna.
This is some fucking bullshit.
I was gonna kind of keep my front to him as I kind of move around him to go to the storage closet and try and grab the circuit board.
Okay. As you make your way into the storage room, make an investigation check to look for it.
Total of 14.
Okay, it takes you just a minute. You look, you reach out, and your vision flickers for a second, and you see that same luminescent darkness over in the corner. You go over there and you grab this box, and as you do that, and for everybody, you blink, and when you open your eyes again, you are in this purple glow of an atmosphere. You're still in the school, but there's something different. You're not really sure what's going on. What do you want to do, Kara? You have this circuit board in one hand. You're in the storage closet.
I'm gonna take the circuit board and I'm gonna get the fuck out of there.
Okay. As you make your way out, you pass Johnny on the way in, and one thing you notice is he looks different. He's shorter, and his face looks weird. You're not sure what's going on, Johnny. All of a sudden, you're watching what's going on. You're staring at this thing getting acid sprayed on it, and all Roman candles, and all this flamethrower hairspray, and your vision flickers, and you're in this weird type of ambiance atmosphere. What do you do?
Guys, I'm gonna try to back out of the room into the hallway.
Okay. You look around and you see, what you look at Zach and his nappy long hair is actually this fine, thin streaks peeking out of a green hood. He's dressed in something that he wasn't dressed in before as you make your way out of the classroom.
Okay.
Zach, your turn.
All right, I am following them running down the hallway, so I'm gonna follow Johnny and Kara as they run away.
Okay, you turn around and you see Kara coming out of the closet, but it's not Kara. She has these horns sticking out of her head. She looks this reddish type of being with a hood. You're kind of taken aback for a second and just run out of the classroom. With that, no longer being, since nobody decided to attack it, the being is going to reach out and try and slash at you, chasing you out into the hallway, Zach. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
As you're running out, it slashes you across the back. You look back, you're like, ah! And you look, and you're not in your normal clothes. You're wearing some sort of green cloak with a hood, and you're confused. Tony, you're up.
Am I the last one in the room?
Yep.
Yep, you're the last one in the room.
Is the monster thing blocking my access to escape from the room?
Yeah, it's standing in the doorway, just took a slash at Zach.
So it's got its attention on Zach?
Yep.
Okay, Tony's gonna bolt towards the closet and close the closet.
Okay. You
Stealthily, so that the monster doesn't
right.
attack me. And
You
I'll
look
use
towards
my
the closet,
fucking special ability attack too.
Right. You look to put those pair of scissors away. You put them in your pocket, and they're not scissors. It's actually a long, curved dagger.
Oh, okay.
You're like, wait, this isn't what I had.
Yeah, no shit.
You still make your way to the closet?
Yes.
Okay. You go into the closet, you shut the door. Kara, you're up.
She is going to make her way down the stairs.
Okay. You got to go down the hallway a little bit more before you can get to the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. So you go to the end of the hallway, you look over your shoulder, you see Zach, or what looks like Zach and Johnny coming out of the hallway, and you see this figure step out into the hallway, slash Zach in the back. You want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. Johnny, this thing's maybe 15 feet behind you, chasing.
Okay, as I am running away from it, I want to look down at myself and see what I look like.
Okay. Your hands look small and stumpy and wrinkled, and what was in your hand, a vial of acid, your hands are empty and glowing this green color.
Okay. I'm going to continue running away from the monster thingy.
Okay. Where there was these vials of acid, now there's this kind of glowing energy in your palm.
Oh, okay. I want to turn around and blast him with the glowing energy.
Okay. You take the energy in your palm, not really knowing what to do, and throw it like a baseball. Make an attack roll. Roll a d20.
Do I add anything or not?
Add your proficiency bonus and your intelligence bonus.
23.
23. With that, you're not really sure what to do, but instinctively you just want to throw whatever this is at your hand, and this spray of acid shoots out of your hand and lands onto this being, and you see parts of its flesh start to actually melt away as it screams in agony, finally seeming to do some sort of damage to it. That you're up. As you see this small little figure of what you thought was Johnny shoot some sort of liquid out of nowhere, land on this being. You see that it's finally have taken some sort of damage. What do you do? Zach?
Do I have any glowing like powers like that?
I mean, what are you doing? Are you?
All right. I'm gonna do what I've done the last couple turns, and I'm going to use the flame, like the improvised flamethrower, and then run away.
Okay. You actually look, and you don't have a lighter or anything like that in your hands. You actually have a staff. And you're like, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And it glows red, and you instinctively launch it forward, and some sort of flame comes surging out of your arm through the staff and shoots out at this being. Roll a d20 as your proficiency and your wisdom modifier.
I'm going to use my first luck.
Okay.
That's going to be a 20 non-natural.
Yeah, easy enough. As it's kind of writhing back, as the acid's kind of melting away its skin, you take this advantage, and instinctively, for some reason, this feels natural to you. You launch out this burst of fire, hits it right on the side of and chars part of the mask as it wreathes back in pain. Part of its ears like starting to like melt off the side of its face. It looks very hurt and very damaged. Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to run towards Johnny and Kara at the end of the
hallway. This thing is going to chase after you. You being the closest thing still, Zach, is going to swipe. That is a natural 4. +3, so 7. I don't think that hits.
Does not hit.
as it's just kind of trying to keep its form in place. Its muscles are kind of failing it, and it swipes wide. Tony, you were hiding it in the closet. You hear some commotion, but you're not really sure what's going on.
So Tony's a little scared at this point because he doesn't know what's happening. So he's just gonna like kind of curl up into a little bit of a ball because nobody can see him being a little baby bitch, and
Okay.
he's just gonna quietly say to himself, "Just a small town girl."
He's gonna be singing
All
to
right.
himself.
Yeah.
Kara, your move. You see, looking over your shoulder as you're running towards the stairs, these weird flashes of lights and fire come, and this being kind of haphazardly stumbling towards the rest of your group, looking like it's on its last leg. What do you want to do?
I don't notice anything strange about myself at this point, right?
You look down at your hands, and they're actually claws.
Oh.
They're they look somewhat reptilian. It's really hard to tell, but they're these long, jagged nails. Your skin is red. You're kind of freaked out.
I want to use my claws.
Okay. Like you want to like scratch him?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. So you have to make. He's about 30 feet away from you, so you want to run up to him
Yeah.
and try and claw at him.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20. Add your proficiency and your charisma. Your charisma bonus, I should say.
Charisma. And what else?
Proficiency.
Proficiency.
Should be a total of, I think, 6 plus 6.
I have 3.
Oh yeah, sorry. Plus 7.
And a total of 13.
13. As you run up to him, holding the box in one hand, reach out with the other, and you go to claw at this one thing. Your hand glows for a second. Kara, as you leap towards the air with your claw, it begins to glow with this fire that just surrounds your whole hand, and you grasp onto the porcelain mask and your hand burns through, crushing the skull, and he turns to dust. His whole being begins to just deteriorate into ash on the floor.
Damn, son.
You stand there holding the circuit board in one hand and bits of human ash in the other. The PA system kicks on once again.
You killed one of my friends. You were not supposed to do that. How did you do that? I am impressed, but not happy. I guess it is fair. You took out one of mine, and I took out one of yours. Katie. I guess all those speeches she gave couldn't save her. But she's just as guilty as the rest of you. Maybe even more. This is not over. Not even close.
Oh.
As you do this, your eyes flicker one more time and you're back into the normal darkness of the school. You look down and you are yourselves. You still have the circuit board in your hand, Kara. And there's the remains of the enemy you just slain are no longer there. No trace of dust. No charred flame marks. Nothing.
Guys, did y'all hear that one too?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just mentioned Katie. Does that mean Brad's still alive?
Or maybe he is Brad.
That's true.
He said she was guilty. Are we guilty?
Tony emerges from the AV room, having come out of his I don't know, little
Bitch fit?
yeah, his bitch fit, and overhears everybody saying this, and Tony says, "Well, we're all guilty of something, right? I mean, nobody here in this fucking class is perfect. We're a bunch of fucking detention losers."
I mean, I guess so.
Why the fuck were you even in detention, Stretch? Talking about you, Johnny.
Well, see, I tried to kiss a girl, and
Tried to kiss a girl. How the fuck does that land you in detention?
well, she didn't want to be kissed.
Did you
So
just rape a fucking girl?
No.
You
It was
hesitated. You totally raped that girl.
It was just a kiss. I didn't want it to end up
I mean,
like this.
that's at least sexual assault, brother.
I mean, it's a long story, guys. I'd rather not talk about it, to be honest.
No, I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I'm sure Blunty here was because he had fucking weed. I'm always making fucking trouble of shit.
Hey, man,
Kara,
you know me.
Kara probably set something on fire, but fucking Nerd Boy over here? The fuck did you do?
How about we move on to the next part? We have 2 more to get, with Chainsaw Motherfucker still walking around.
Yeah, I can lead the way with my flashlight.
We got to get to the tape and the oil, right?
Yeah, so the cafeteria and the gym.
All right, which is closer?
Yeah.
They're both on the first floor. One's on the east wing, which is the cafeteria. The other's on the west wing, which is the gym. And the last you heard, the chainsaw guy was going towards the east wing.
All right, well, let's go the opposite way the chainsaw fucker was going.
Okay, make some
That makes
self checks
sense.
for me as you guys are making
Oh,
your way
stealth
towards the
checks?
gym. Yep.
Winning on that.
Oh, is anybody super hurt? Like, is anybody like close to going down?
No.
No, I didn't even get hit.
Okay.
I got a 5 + 7, Will.
Okay.
I rolled a total of 12.
Okay, 2 12s, 7, 20, and
8.
all right. You guys think you're making your way stealthily through the hallways. You take a quick look as you get back down to the first floor. You don't notice anything and start heading towards the west wing. You peer into the gym. You see that it's covered in mats. There are gymnastics equipment, beams, and bars, along with wrestling mats, all scattered across the hardwood floors. You notice as you take that first step into the gym, onto the hardwood, it makes a soft echo when you step onto the hardwood.
Will, what's the item for this room again? Is it the tape?
Yeah.
The tape, yep.
Shouldn't we be
All
able
right.
to see it if it's a big-ass open gym?
That's all you see right now.
I'm gonna start looking around for the tape.
I'm going to start looking around for it, too.
Okay, make investigation checks. Are you guys walking just straight up in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As you
Kara's
start
gonna-
making more steps, each step you take makes that soft echo on the hardwood.
Kara's gonna move on to the mats.
Okay. As you step onto the mat, you notice that there's almost no sound.
I'll follow suit and step onto the mats.
Okay.
And my investigation roll was a total of 15.
Okay. 15.
My investigation was a nat 20.
I got a 9 + 5.
Okay.
Can you not
Johnny,
add?
are you investigating?
No, I can't. I'm one full fucking sake bottle into this fucking thing.
Well, it doesn't matter. As you guys are kind of looking around the different stuff, Zach, you get the bright idea to go check Coach Ivanov's office. And you go to the back of the gym, check the door. It's not locked. And you peer in. And the office is extremely organized and neat, as expected from the Russian coach. With a natural 20, you look through. There's several rolls of athletic tape, and you're like, yes, like we got some. But then you're thinking like, this probably isn't really that good for a generator. And you decide to look in his desk drawer, and you see a roll of duct tape.
I take the duct tape.
Okay.
Are we all with him,
I-
basically?
Walk back to the group.
So as you reach down and grab the duct tape, your eyes flicker for a second when you make contact, and you see that similar twilight, and then you pull out of it, and you make your way back into the gym as people are kind of looking through on top of the balance beams, near some of the mats, near some of the wrestling equipment. You signal that you have the tape. Everyone gives you a nod, securing the second of 3 items needed to repair the generator.
Sweet. So we get out of there and head towards the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I need another series of stealth checks.
Ooh, that was a great spin. Oh my god, but a terrible fucking land. We got a 4 + 7.
Total is
Okay.
16.
Total of 21.
Hold on, I lost my die.
And what's the marching order?
15.
Kara's gonna
I
go
guess
last.
I'm going first since I found the duct tape.
Cool.
Okay.
Tony's following up Zach.
Okay.
I'll be in between Tony and Kara.
All right. As you guys are walking through pretty stealthily this time through the hallways, you don't hear any sign of footsteps. You don't hear any sounds of any type of chainsaw. You're really trying to limit the amount of time you spend in the hallway, as you gauge that's how dangerous it more likely you'll be caught by whatever's patrolling. Make your way down the east wing. You get to the edge of the cafeteria. I need Zach and Tony both to make dexterity checks.
So what do I look? I look at these big ones.
Or dexterity saves. Sorry, dexterity saves.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a
cool.
natural 20.
Again,
I got a 2 + 7.
Crazy.
as you're kind of leading the way, Zach, you're kind of keeping your eye out, and as you come to the threshold of the cafeteria, the doors are already open. You're looking, and you see out of the corner of your eye the gleam of a flash. There's a tripwire, and at each end you see the gold bells, and you instinctively put your arms out as Tony's not even paying attention. He's looking back over his shoulder, and you stop him right before this. You trip over the wire to sound the bell. You figure this is the sound that you heard earlier that triggered the chainsaw. You let everybody know. You easily step over the bell, the wire not triggering the bell, to make your way into the cafeteria. Cafeteria is actually pretty large. There's a lot of tables. You're thinking that the oil is probably back towards the kitchen area, and you start to make your way through stealthily. As you're walking and trying to stay as quiet as possible, there's something that catches your ear, and it sounds like a child singing. It sounds like this.
Oh man.
No.
I don't know this one.
Daddy's coming for you.
3, 4, shut the door.
Better lock
Okay.
your door. It's Freddy Krueger.
Oh shit. Okay.
You guys are making your way. What was the marching order again? It was Zach,
Tony, Johnny.
Johnny, Cara. Okay. You guys are walking. You guys get about halfway through, and you hear the same sound of a child singing, but it gets closer. I need Cara and Johnny to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Same.
Okay.
I add my 2 because I have +2.
Yeah, you add whatever bonus you have.
Then 18 total.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are walking, you get to the edge of where the kitchens are. You see that there's the lunch line where, all the stuff is served. It's empty now. There's nothing in there, but you decide to make your way towards the back. And Johnny, you hear a noise. You instinctively turn and you see about 10 feet away from you, Brad, curled up underneath one of the tables.
Oh no, guys, it's Brad. Brad, what are you doing?
He turns to you. He puts his finger up to his mouth, telling you to shush, and waves you over.
I'm gonna walk over toward him stealthily.
Okay. As you go over, says, "What are you doing, Johnny? What's going on?"
Well, Brad, we're just trying to get out of here. What are you doing?
The rest of you, as you walk, you go into the back area of the kitchen. What are you guys doing?
Tony's searching for this motherfucking oil. What he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also looking for the oil.
Okay. You guys make investigation checks. While you guys doing that, Johnny says, "What? Where have you guys been? What happened to Katie?"
Oh, Brad, I don't know how to tell you this, man, but Katie's dead.
What?
Yeah, she's hella dead, Brad. Get over it.
You're not there. You guys are in the back kitchen.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, Brad, hey man, look, there's some weird stuff happening tonight. There's a guy with a chainsaw.
Yeah, I heard him earlier. He chased me into the cafeteria. I tripped over some sort of bell.
Oh yeah, look, Brad, Katie died. I think the guy with the chainsaw killed her, and we're trying to get some parts so we can fix a generator so we can get out of here. And look, man, how are you okay, man? I don't know.
All right, would you guys roll on your investigation checks?
I did a 14 plus 5.
Okay, 5, 19.
I rolled an 8.
8. All right. You guys are kind of looking around. Something catches your eye, Tony. Back towards the freezer, you see a streak of blood.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I go and investigate the blood.
Okay, you go over and you peer through. The door is shut to the freezer, but there's a little circular glass window, and you peer through, and you see a limp body and just an arm sticking out on the ground where the blood kind of leads to. All you can see is the hand.
So, okay. Cool.
That's just what you can see from when you peer in.
Do I spot the oil anywhere?
Not necessarily in the freezer, but
Okay, well then I continue searching elsewhere, like maybe by the cook stove or something.
Okay. You ignore the body in the freezer.
Yeah, Tony
Okay.
don't give a fuck.
You don't point that out to anybody. You just keep that information to yourself.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. What you do notice is you don't see, as you guys are looking around, you don't see Johnny anywhere. Back with you, Johnny. Brad's like, all right, well, kind of comes up from underneath the table, kind of hunched over, still trying to hide a little bit. What's the plan, Johnny?
All right, Brad. Here's what we're gonna do. We've gotten 2 of the items to fix the Jenny. Now we just gotta get the last one, which is some oil. We're gonna go in there with the rest of the team, get the oil, then we're gonna get the crap out of here. We're gonna go fix that Jenny, and we're gonna get the crap out of here. That's the plan.
All right, that sounds great. And he puts his hand, he kind of like pats you on the back a little bit. You did good, Johnny. You did good.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you.
What else are you guys doing back in the kitchen? You notice Tony notices the body in the freezer. You guys notice that Johnny isn't with you. You haven't found the oil yet.
I
Kara's
keep
gonna
looking
go
for
look.
oil.
Yeah, Tony's like fucking opening drawers. He's tossing fucking boxes and whatnot, looking for this oil.
Kara's gonna go look for Johnny.
Okay. You go back out and you see you walk back out into the cafeteria, you look, and Johnny is asleep on the floor in the cafeteria.
Oh shit.
Johnny,
That's not
you
good.
look back and you look up and
Fuck.
smile at Brad, and you're just like, I finally got the recognition from him that I've been wanting. And he smiles back at you, raises his hand, and there are sharp razor claws sticking out as he slashes across your chest. You take a point of damage.
Yikes. Okay.
Kara, as you just look at this, you see scratches form on Johnny's body as crimson begins to leak out from his chest as his coat
Just say
that he was
blood and
wearing,
stop being such a pussy.
it just begins to form a puddle underneath him. He's just laying there unconscious, not moving.
She's gonna try and wake him up.
All right. Make another wisdom saving throw, Johnny.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yep, wisdom saving throw.
Uh, 17.
17. With that, you open your eyes and you look down at your chest and you see Kara above you. And there's just blood coming out of your torso.
Oh.
The pain hits you and you're in shock.
Oh! Kara, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I found you asleep on the floor.
Oh. What? Asleep?
You were asleep. And then you started bleeding.
I need Tony and Johnny to make another investigation check. And then I need Kara, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna try to focus up here and take a hit off my blunt before I make the investigation check.
I rolled an 18 plus 5.
18 plus
Fuck,
5. Okay.
man.
I know, that's good, right?
Your turn is smoking the blunt, so you have to wait another turn to do your investigation. 20, would you say 23? 18 plus 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
As you go and look and you're like, it's not going to be here. And you go in one of the back rooms where there's like a bunch of storage. And you see a bunch of different boxes and liquids and just a bunch of different stuff right there. You feel like this is the right place, but you're not sure what is what or what would be the appropriate type of oil to use. What was your saving throw, Kara?
My what?
Your wisdom saving throw?
It was a total of 18.
18. You feel your eyes start to get heavy, and you snap out of it, you shrug it off, and you feel, what's going on? Johnny, make another wisdom saving throw.
Nat 1.
Natural 1. As you see this, you're like, Kara, don't fall asleep. No. And you just, boom, like a sack of potatoes just fall to the ground.
Okay.
But that's not what you see. That's what Kara sees. What you see is you see Kara standing in front of you, and all of a sudden she shifts into this fleshy, destroyed face with a fedora type hat, red striped shirt, and this familiar claw is going to try and make a swipe at you again. That is a 15 to hit.
Wait, Will, you have to do the Freddy Krueger, like you have to like make a pun or something, and then end it with bitch, like knife to meet you, bitch, or something.
Class is special, bitch. That's a 15 to hit, Matt.
Hits.
Yeah, you take another swipe. Kara, what you see again is right in front of you, across the other side of his chest, another slash across, and just more blood starts to trickle out onto the floor as you see Johnny just laying asleep.
Great.
It's your turn. Kara.
I don't know what else to do besides just kind of trying to wake him the fuck up.
All right. Try and make another wisdom save, Johnny.
All right. 25.
25. With that again, you figured out somehow to break out last time. You do the same thing. You wake up gasping. This amount of pain is just horrible this time. Having two big gashes across your chest, you're not sure what's going on.
Am I dreaming?
Zach, you finish smoking. You feel your head kind of cleared. You go and find Tony at this it's just this rack of fluids. Make an intelligence check with advantage to see if you know which one you would need.
I'm gonna use luck here.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna be a. Do I have proficiency on this? I do. Okay, 16.
16. Just DC was 15. You look through your use of baking edible goods and everything else. You know your oils pretty well. You pick it out and you reach and you grab what you think is the right jug. And as you grab it, your eyes flicker and you're back in that same twilight ambiance. You look down, you're in those green robes with your hood. Your hair is like a lighter white color. You look over at Tony, and he's much shorter, about half the size that he normally was. Not wearing any shoes, has furry feet, like very hairy furry feet. Wearing a dark black cloak with the hood up. Tony, you look over and you see this tall, very slender person that isn't Zach, but you just saw him a second ago. What do? This is the first time you've really seen anything like this because you were stuck in the closet during the last encounter. You're not really sure what's going on.
So I'm looking out onto the.
You're in the back room of the kitchen, of the storage area where all these chemicals and and stuff were.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I just totally blanked for like the last minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
All you know is that Zach went and grabbed this oil. As soon as he picked it up, his image changed. He looks like he's in this green attire. He's holding the oil in one hand, his staff in another.
Okay.
He looks different, but you're sure that it's Zach, but you're not really sure what's going on. The darkness in this kitchen area is now that illuminated twilight.
Okay. I think I want to stab him.
You want to stab Zach?
Well, he changed, so
Right,
you know,
but there's
Tony
something
doesn't know.
familiar about there's something familiar about him where you know that it's Zach, but it just doesn't look like him. Like it's a weird, very weird feeling of familiarity, but you know that's not what he looks like. It's a very weird feeling.
Okay, so then Tony's going to take out his comb and he's going to comb his hair back. He's going to take a deep breath. He's going to rush up to Zach. And then he's going to go, God, I hope it's you. And then he's going to hug him.
Okay, you pull out your comb, and it's actually not a comb. It's a similar curved dagger.
God damn, again with the curved daggers. Well, then I'm going to use the hilt to comb my hair.
Okay.
And I'm going to go hug Zach.
Okay. You see, you walk up to him, and he's about 3 feet taller than you.
Weird.
You're like, dang, he got taller, and you like hug around his waist.
Yeah. And I'm going to look up at him, and I'm going to whisper, and I'm going to go, Zach, is that fucking you?
Who else would it be, man?
Why are you so fucking tall?
I've always been this tall.
That's a bunch of bullshit, and you know it, you high fucking hippie.
Nah, you got short.
That's some fucking bullshit right there, and you know it.
Nah, dude, you got real short. You're like, hold on, wait. Like, you're very small now. You were taller before, but now you're small.
While you guys are having this conversation, Kara and Johnny, your eyes flicker, and you're in that same twilight where you look down, and where there wasn't someone before, Johnny, you see that same figure that just swiped at you with the red striped sweater, now visible, kind of looking confused that you can see him. What do you guys do? Johnny, you're up first.
Can I run?
Yeah, you can use your movement to get away from him.
Yeah, I want to run away from him.
Okay, you want to use your movement and your action to run, or do you want to just move 30 feet and then do an action?
I'm going to use just my movement.
Okay.
And I want to hold my action.
Okay, what are you going to hold?
Can I pull out some acid or something?
Yeah, you reach into your pocket to where your acid was, and you pull out, and it's just this green yellow energy that you saw before.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that, and then if he runs at me, I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay. Kara, you now see before you just this burned skinned, skinny, clawed individual kind of staring at you, kind of confused but looking menacing.
I want to use my pepper spray on him.
Okay. You pull out your pepper spray, and there's this type of fizzy green orb that you pull out. It's not your pepper spray, but something about it seems familiar.
I'm gonna use it. I don't know what it does.
You're not really sure what to do. You just let your instincts follow you, and you reach back and you just launch it out of your hand. And this poisonous cloud emits from your claw. Make an attack roll.
I rolled a 16.
16. All right. Yeah, it's definitely going to hit with your attack bonus. As you instinctively launch this poisonous energy out of your claw, you can see that the poison starts to seep into the skin. It starts to burn away the already melting skin. You see him screaming at him. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he's going to retaliate and try and slash at you. That is a 12 to hit. What's your AC?
My AC is 12.
Yeah, that hits. And as you try to duck out of the way, he just gets the corner of your back left shoulder, where blood starts to trickle. The blades are very sharp and they cut very deep. You take a point of damage.
Okay.
And you instinctively just yelp out in pain. Tony and Zach, you hear this car just yell from back in the cafeteria.
I have to yell?
Yeah, yell.
Ah!
Wow.
Ah! I wasn't planning
Alright.
on yelling.
I run towards the yelp.
Okay, you go out there and you see that same figure that I described. Kara's blood dripping from its claw.
I channel my inner Jackie Chan that I've seen in my my countless kung fu movies, and I hit him with a flurry of blows.
Okay, you run out and you instinctively pull out your staff and hit him with it, and with just this resounding boom, make an attack roll. The D20 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
Six 16 to hit.
16 hits. With that, just this thunderous wave of energy knocks him back, sending him 15 feet onto his back prone. He stands up for a second, looking very hurt. Tony,
Yeah.
it's your turn. You run out into the cafeteria. You see.
Cool. I'm gonna take this fucking weird ass dagger that's really scissors or whatever the fuck is happening,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try and stab Freddy with it.
Okay, with unnatural speed, you circle around, and while he's in combat with Zach, and he gets launched back. As he's standing up, you come to the side of him to try and make stab with one, and you see in your other hand where the scissors were another dagger, a pair of the same exact daggers. Make 2 attack rolls.
So I have 2 daggers now?
You have 2 daggers.
Okay.
Make 2 attacks. Add your proficiency bonus in your dex.
First one's a nat 20.
Okay.
Second one's a fucking 6.
6 plus.
And then you said my attack bonus?
Yeah, your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency.
My dexterity modifier, which I assume is the plus, is +4.
Okay. Plus 7.
And then
Total?
my proficiency.
It's +3. That's a total of 7, right?
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
So his AC is 13.
Then yes.
So with that, you take one stab straight to the sternum, cut down almost like a seppuku style.
Mm-hmm.
With the other hand, he tries to block. In this is your nat 20 dagger. You come up and slice the hand with the claw. As he looks down, he falls to his knees. You take both daggers, cross them across his neck, and slice in the same direction, decapitating him. He falls to the ground, and you hear the PA system.
Well, but I want to say a one-liner.
Sure.
As I'm slicing his fucking Freddy's head off, I'm like, I'm just a small town girl, bitch.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is so lame.
It's great because he's been listening to the
It's the lamest.
whatever.
New
Okay.
PA.
The PA system turns on once again.
It looks like the score is 2-2. All that strength and talent Brad possessed couldn't seem to save him. You must think that I am a monster, don't you? Well, at least I'm giving you an opportunity to survive. At least I tried. Can you say the same? Are you sure I'm the monster and not you?
And with that, your eyes flicker once more, and you're back in the cafeteria in your same clothes. Some of you slightly damaged. No remains of your assailant.
Who looks the most hurt, Will?
Probably Johnny. Johnny got messed up.
Johnny keeps
Got
getting
wrecked.
fucked up.
I go over to Johnny and give him more medicine.
Okay. You just give him one?
Yep.
Okay. You heal 1 hit point,
Okay.
Johnny.
I didn't think I'd be the meat shield of this group, but
The nerd's always the meat shield.
you're right.
As you're doing this, Johnny, you look and you see what Zach has in terms of this jug, and make an intelligence check. I'll give you advantage because you would know this.
26.
26. Yeah, you know that he picked out from your time in chemistry class that this has the one that he picked out has a similar component to what you could use for like motor oil, but it's not the exact same. But you know that you can use some of this with some of the other chemicals in your chemistry set to make it a more functioning sort of oil for the generator.
Okay. All right, guys. We got the oil. I think I can make the oil work. I might have to do a little bit of chemistry. And I have glasses. I have glasses. I push them up on my nose when I say chemistry. But I think we can get the generator right. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Tony says before everybody takes off, is he covered in blood, Will?
Pretty much. I mean, he's
Sweet. Okay, so Tony, covered in blood, he takes a breather and he puts his I assume his daggers have reverted to his scissor, right?
Yeah, you look down and it's just a comb and a scissor.
Yeah, so he puts his comb and his scissor in his belt or his pocket or whatever. And he looks at Kara and Johnny and Zach. And he says, he says, guys, like, this has been a pretty fucking intense night. I'm not gonna lie. It's been fucking rad. It's been fucking fucked up, And, like, first of all, thanks to Johnny for, being the fucking punching bag, Triple H champ right there. Kara, good job with the fucking lantern shit, the fire, and the burning and the death. That was good. That was real good. And good job to, Zach, because the blunts are great. They're really helpful. And tape, very valuable. But, I just wanted to say that I know we all have our fucking differences, but, like, I don't know if you all knew this, but, like, my dad left when I was young.
Oh, we don't give a shit there.
I'm sorry, man.
Well, I
We don't need your fucking backstory or whatnot. I want to get the fuck out of here before Chainsaw Man shows up. So save your sob story for after we escape.
Damn it, Kara! I thought I just made some friends, and you ruined that whole moment.
Yeah, I thought, man.
I don't want to die.
I was just saying, you guys, like I love you guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's go.
All right, pussy, let's go.
So, Johnny, you would know that you would need some of the supplies that are in the kitchen and the cafeteria to make this what you need it to be, along with some of the tools in your chemistry set. So you'd have to probably assemble it in the kitchen.
Okay.
and then carry it to the basement generator.
All right, guys. But look, it's been good and all, but before we go, I need to do the chemistry. Push my glasses up. I need to do the chemistry here. So just give me about 5 minutes in the kitchen. I'll be done in a jiffy, and we can get rolling.
Sounds
can't you
good.
do it
Get
in the
to it,
basement?
Four Eyes.
Huh?
Why can't you do it in the basement?
Well, it's just a little safer here in the kitchen. I need some stuff out of the kitchen too. But it won't take very long. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to make 3 chemistry checks, Matt. So add your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence bonus and a d20, and tell me what those 3 are. While he's taking the
Matt,
5
do you want to? Or sorry, Johnny, do you want to hit this real quick before you? Just to focus up real quick before you start doing the chemistry.
Yeah. I mean, I've never done the weed before, but I
Just breathe
Yes,
it in. Just breathe it in real deep. All right.
I all right.
You get advantage on one of those 3 rolls.
First one's a nat 20.
Ooh,
So my intelligence plus my
your proficiency bonus.
28 and 26.
All right, what are you guys doing while he's taking these 5 to 10 minutes to put this stuff together?
I'm looking around, making sure nothing gets close to him.
I'm gonna watch the door.
Okay.
Tony's going to put on some kind of. Oh, you know what he's gonna put on? He's gonna put on Eye of the Tiger.
Oh no! No!
This is
That's how you're gonna track the monster.
While Johnny's doing his chemistry.
Okay.
Because we need a good montage right now. Am I
That's
right?
the monsters there.
Johnny appreciates it.
Exactly.
While
knows
you're
what's up.
waiting, Tony, your eyes just keep darting uncontrollably to the freezer.
Oh.
You want to do anything? Tony?
Sorry. Cara was fondling my balls in real life. What did you just say? Am I doing something?
Oh my God.
So Zach, while you're kind of waiting and keeping an eye out, you see a trail of blood that leads to the freezer.
What about the trail?
Zacharino. Zach?
I walk into the freezer.
Okay. You see some sort of figure hurled over in what looks like your school's Letterman jacket.
Brad, I look to see who it is.
Yep, you turn it over. It is Brad, and it has very similar marks to what you saw on Johnny.
I could have been helpful.
Yeah.
All right.
You just had
I
to
leave
keep
him
it
in
to
the freezer and I
yourself.
walk back out to Johnny.
Yeah. So with that, Johnny, surprisingly, you were able to quickly put all this together, and you actually had all of the components that you thought you would need to put this together.
Yeet.
You, with surprising speed, with focus, you're actually pretty happy with the way it's not as good as something you get from like the hardware store, but it's definitely a lot more functional than just the raw oil that you would have been able to put into the generator.
Good.
So with that, you guys make your way out of the cafeteria, being careful to avoid the bell once again, and sneak your way into the basement. You get down here again, and there's not any light source, so it is very dark.
Tony lights up his lighter and sets it off somewhere so it can produce some light.
Okay.
Johnny has a flashlight as
Johnny,
well.
yeah, Johnny has a flashlight.
Tony lights his lighter to help the fucking group.
So that
Since
does
he
help.
failed to
And you're
report
able
the
to
body.
see things a little bit better.
Nobody knows
You
that.
work your way through the maze of equipment, and you start to see that there's all the old wrestling equipment that's still down in the basement. A lot of there's just boxes that are stacked up. It's kind of a maze to get around to this generator. And you put down the circuit board, the tape and the oil. The first thing is you see that the old circuit board is fried, but it's still hooked up to the side of the generator.
All right, guys. Let's. I guess we gotta get this fixed.
All right, Johnny, it's your time to shine, buddy.
Okay.
I mean, if you need any tools, I've got a full toolbox full of shit here.
I mean, yeah. I think you're the one with the tools, so maybe you should be the one doing the fixing.
Yeah, you're the one that's good with cars and like engines and shit.
All right. I'll take a whack at it. So Tony takes a whack at it. What do you need me to roll?
Okay. So actually, Johnny, with your flashlight, you're looking, and with your eidetic memory, you look and see exactly how this thing is wired up. And while Johnny is taking it off, you make, a mental note of what goes to which wires go to which socket, and you relay this information to Tony as he's repairing it. So I need that'll give you advantage on a tool check. So that's your dexterity bonus plus your dex bonus.
Yeah, plus my burglar bonus.
That's already factored into your. So it's just dexterity, proficiency, and then your d20. But you have advantage on your d20. So roll 2 and take the highest.
Okay, so my highest is actually a 12, which is kind of sad. And then the dexterity is plus 4 to that, right?
Plus your proficiency, so plus 3 more.
Oh,
so 19.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to successfully install the circuit board. You put the oil in and use the tape to kind of put some of these places back together and put them in place. It seems like it's functional. Now all it takes is just a little bit of work with some of your tools, Tony, that you can figure.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the steps that you've taken have actually made this job a little bit easier. It doesn't need as much work as if you were just to have worked on it with subpar parts. But it's going to take a little bit of time with your tools. And you can, if you want, you can have someone kind of assist you with like the flashlight or helping you hand you tools or something.
I probably want Johnny for that.
Okay,
Since
so Johnny,
he's
you
the
want to
most
help?
technically apt. Because it's like,
okay.
I mean, between the goth and a fucking stoner, so.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll help.
No offense, everybody.
So, roll the same thing, dexterity, plus proficiency, and then roll with advantage because you're getting help from Johnny.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
So.
All right. As you're working on it.
Yeah.
Your eyes are as you do this, your eyes kind of flicker in and out of this twilight. As you're putting these parts together, you're tightening down these screws, making it more functional. Ara, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I rolled a nat 20.
Natural 20.
What? Oh shit, she did.
As you're watching this, you feel something grab your shoulder from behind you, and you instinctively, with all of your strength, grab its hand and pull it off of you, and you turn around, and there's a large man in a jumpsuit and a white mask with a steak knife staring right behind you, and it's going to try and make a slash.
It's Jason.
Nah, it's Michael Myers.
It's fucking Michael
I
Myers.
was thinking
We already
Jason.
killed
What's that?
Jason.
That's 12 to hit.
Did we? Oh,
You killed him.
I killed him. Oh, I don't know why that didn't register in my brain that wasn't Jason. I don't know.
That's a 12 to hit you, Kara. Is that
Oh,
hit?
it hits.
With that, you get a slash. As you look down and to see the damage that's done, and you look back up and the figure's gone.
Fuck.
Zach, what are you doing?
Do I see the figure?
Make a perception check.
29.
29. As you're on edge, trying to stay alert, you see out of the corner of your eye this just gleam of a light come off this blade, slice Kara, and it doesn't even make a sound. You don't hear anything, but you just see this figure go back into the maze of the basement and disappear.
But I can't see him now.
Can't see him now from your perspective. You saw the direction that he went, but completely silent, went back into this maze.
All right, I rush to Kara and give her one of my medicinal herbs.
Okay. Kara, you heal 1 HP. How many more of those do you have?
That's my last one.
Last one. All right. Yeah, you heal the damage that you took. Tony, make another check with advantage.
That's 2 rolls, right?
Yes.
Yep. Do 2 rolls and take the
Oh,
highest.
fuck, those were bad. I rolled an 8 and a 4, so I'm gonna take the 8, obviously.
Okay, plus 7.
Yeah.
That's 15. That's a success.
Sweet.
All right.
Big Tony style in the house while people are getting fucking slashed.
As you make another check, your eyes kind of flicker again. These are happening quicker as you feel like you're getting closer to powering this generator. Kara, it is your turn.
Fuck, I don't know what to do. Do I know where the figure went?
Make a perception check.
Spin that thing. What'd you get?
16
Can I tell her where the figure went?
plus 5, so 21.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so with the help of Zach, he kind of like points and says, I saw that thing that hit you. He kind of points in that general direction, back over your shoulder into the darkness. You don't have any light source because the light source is being used to help.
I have a lighter.
Tony. So you pop your lighter. It gives you a little bit of light. Not as much as a flashlight, but it does give you just a little dim light down in that basement to help you see a little bit. What do you want to do?
What do I have? I got some Roman candles. Can I kind of? I don't know what to do.
We'll do something.
I don't know. Can I? I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. What action are you holding?
All of them, whenever's available.
Wow.
You have to tell
Way
me
to be a
what you're wanting
useless
to do.
goth.
I mean, do you want to hide? Do you want to? I mean, what do you want to do? I think you have one of your feats where you can try and hide.
Yeah, I'll hide.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Your feet are on your other paper, hun.
No, I think it's on her character sheet too,
Yeah,
on the right
it's all
side.
here. Yeah. My feet. I rolled a 16 plus stealth's 2.
Okay. So you go to where the opposite side of the room where you think he is, and you hide in between a couple of boxes. You think you're pretty well hidden. Zach, as you're kind of looking over towards where you thought this guy was, with your perception, you turn around and you see this figure come up from behind you. Make a strength saving throw with advantage because you saw him coming.
All right, I am going to use my last point of luck here.
Okay.
That's an 18.
18. With that, he tries to come up behind you with a piece of rope to strangle you around the neck, and you fight him off, pushing him away. He's standing there with the dagger or with the steak knife in his hand. It's your turn. What do you do?
Am I in normal form or am I in like
You
Twilight
look
Zone
down,
form?
and you are Zach. You are normal Zach.
All right, I am going to attempt to kick him in the chest.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Just roll a d20.
8.
8. With that, you try and push him back. He takes a half step back, but you don't move him. He just stands right there. Tony, you look up for a second. You see this thing as you're working on the generator. You know that it's getting close to being completed, but you see some sort of man attacking Zach. What do you do, Tony?
Oh shit, me, my bad. So I can see the apparition of Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And I'm transformed at this point.
Nope, you're regular Tony.
Oh shit. Tony's gonna like use the handle of the boombox and try to bash Michael Myers with
Okay,
it.
so you're gonna stop working on the generator?
Oh shit, I'm working on the generator. No.
All right.
I'm gonna keep working on the generator.
All right.
Sacrificing my teammates, just like
your
if I
eyes
did late.
continue to flicker in and out of this alternate dimension. Make another check.
A check with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Because unless Johnny doesn't want to help you anymore.
Fucking shit. 6 and a 7. So 7 plus.
7. It's still a success.
Okay. Sweet.
All right. Johnny, are you continuing to help, or are you gonna go help
Tony's
Zach?
style.
I'm gonna continue to help on the generator.
Okay. Kara, you spend your turn hiding. You don't hear anything going on. You're still stuck in your hiding spot. You want to do anything?
Kind of want to poke out from my hiding spot and take a look.
Yeah, you poke out and you see this figure that assaulted you standing toe to toe with Zach.
Okay. I want to use my Roman candle on him now.
Okay. Roll a d20.
7.
Yeah, with that you miss wide and you actually almost hit Tony on the generator.
What the fuck, Kara? I'm working
It
here.
actually it lights it up a little bit more for you, but there's just ball sitting on the ground. Michael turns around to look at you. He knows where you're at.
Okay.
With that, he's going to make a swipe at you, Zach, since you're still in range with him. That is a 13 to hit on Zach.
That just barely hits.
Yeah, you take a point of damage. And as he does that, he's going to go over to you, Kara, and he's going to try and strangle you with that rope. Make a strength saving throw.
Are we
I rolled
potentially doing attacks of opportunity?
You can attempt one, yeah.
I rolled.
All right. As he turns his back to me, I'm gonna try to hit him with the hairspray and the lighter.
Okay, make an attack roll.
18.
18. As he turns, you catch part of his jumpsuit on fire, and he stops in his place. Spends the rest of his turn trying to put it out, saving Kara from what could have been something really bad. And it's back to Tony and Johnny.
Okay, Tony's gonna keep working on this fucking generator because he's the only one.
Does it look like the Jenny's close to being fixed?
It's
Like,
it's
there's no
getting
hex
close.
totems around, is there?
No. It's hard for you to tell, Johnny. Tony would have a better idea, but it's Tony. It's your turn. Whatever you want to do.
He's gonna keep working on that fucking generator until it's
All
started.
right, make another check.
Ooh, there we go. 19.
All right, that's another success. As you do this, it's oscillating faster and faster between these two dimensions. It's weirdly not blinding you. It's almost like a strobe light that's just going faster and faster. You're almost done. You can see that this thing is about to power up. You just need a couple more seconds.
Okay.
Johnny, what are you doing?
Johnny's gonna hop off the Jenny.
Okay.
And he's gonna pull his Rubik's Cube out.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's gonna start solving his Rubik's Cube.
What?
Okay.
Because it was jumbled up before.
Okay, so make an intelligence check.
8. No,
8.
9.
You start solving the Rubik's Cube. There's not a lot of light. You're trying to hold the flashlight while solving the Rubik's Cube. You're having a tough time.
Okay.
Fucking nerds.
Tara, it's your turn. You see that this figure was walking towards you, but it's blasted by fire. It knows where you're at. It's just put out all the flames. It has its eyes set on you.
Oh, me. I have this chain. Can I use it to, like, attempt to strangle him?
You can certainly try.
I want to try it.
Okay, make an athletics check. Gonna make a contested athletics check.
17 total.
17. Yeah, he rolled a 7. So as you go over, he tries to grab your hands, but you quickly slide in behind him and grapple him from behind rear naked choke. He's kind of right now. You have him grappled.
Yeah.
Zach.
All right, is Kara behind him?
Yep, he's grabbing him from behind with the chain, kind of strangling him.
Okay, so am I in front of him or side of him?
Yeah, he's in between the two of you.
All right, I'm gonna just hit him with the hairspray and the lighter again.
Okay, make an attack with advantage since he's grappled.
19.
19, yeah. With that, he reaches back and not even trying to break the grapple, he pulls his knife up like he's about to stab Kara. Just as you hit him with the hairspray and the fire, the last bit of your hairspray runs out, but it catches his hand and he drops the knife, trying to put out the fire. With that, Tony, with end in sight, the generator's almost done. What do you want to do?
I keep fixing that motherfucking generator.
All right, just a straight roll since you're not being assisted.
It is the 16.
16. With that, you turn the last couple nuts. You feel like you're done. You pull on the ripcord. You pull again. All of a sudden, the generator fires up. The lights kick on. You see the maze of this basement and all the equipment. And for that split second, all the lights are on, and then you flicker into the twilight again. Johnny.
I'm gonna finish solving the Rubik's Cube.
You look down.
What the fuck is up with this Rubik's Cube?
The Rubik's Cube is no longer a Rubik's Cube. It's a stone.
What is it? What is it?
It's a stone. It glows. with some sort of energy.
Is the scary dude still in the room?
Oh, yeah, you see him.
Dude. Jesus Christ, man.
All right, I'm gonna throw my Rubik's cube at him.
You're gonna throw the stone at him.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. As you do this, the stone glows and glows and glows. You throw it, and it morphs into this ball of fire, and it hits. I need you to roll an attack.
What do I add to it? Nothing.
Intelligence plus proficiency.
15.
15. With that, this huge explosion hits, actually damages Kara as well. So Kara, you need to take 1 point of damage.
Oh, sorry.
Aw.
But he actually ends up taking 2 points of damage.
Hey guys, my some Kara.
As he's just engulfed in this flame for a moment. Kara, as you're reeling back in pain from this flame, you look at your hands and they're back in these claws. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna claw him.
You're gonna claw him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do a similar motion to where your hands glow with this flame again. You feel the heat, and you reach for the skin underneath the mask. Make an attack roll with advantage because he's grappled.
So I roll twice?
Yep, roll it twice, and then proficiency plus charisma.
But proficiency plus charisma. Charisma's 4. 7, so 16 plus 7 is what, 24? 23?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that?
With that, you feel your hands just burn into his skin as he doesn't say anything. He's completely silent, but he struggles in pain. He's going to... Actually, it's Zach's turn.
All right, I look down. Am I holding a staff?
You are.
All right, I thrust my staff out at him, expecting something to come out of it, some sort of magic or something.
Okay. You don't know what to do, but instinctively you just want to do something with this rod. You lunge it out, and nothing happens. And then it glows for a second, and you're like, my kung fu movies. And you wind up, and as this glows with some sort of aura, this light aura, it seems to have some sort of property to it, and you swing to attack, make an attack roll.
That's going to be a 14, and I add proficiency and wisdom.
Yep.
So 21.
21. With that, the burn marks on his face, his body charred by the fireball that was thrown by Johnny. You unleash a flurry of blows, uncannily. This seems natural to you, with this magical stick that just appeared out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3 blows straight to the torso as he falls limp, unconscious on the floor. You stand there looking at each other for a second in this twilight, recognizing but not recognizing one another. And then it drops, and you're back to your normal selves. The lights are on. What you did seemed to work.
To the
Let's
exit.
get out of here.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Good
Okay.
job, Kara. Good job, Johnny, with your fucking Rubik's Cube. Good job, Zach.
Okay. Are you guys making your way to the office?
Yeah, we're fucking hauling ass to that office.
All right, you guys
Yep.
make it to the top of the stairs. You take a quick look to hear some sort of chainsaw. You don't hear anything. You book it to the front office. What's the order you guys are going in?
Tony's first, because Big Tony style.
All right. What do you do as you come up to the door, Tony? At the front office.
I forget. Did somebody else get the key for this?
No, we were going to, but then you just said...
Oh, fuck it. Burglar skill. I'm on it.
You pick lock.
Okay, you try for the door, and it doesn't appear to be like it's locked.
Oh, sweet. Well, then I fucking open the door then.
Yep, it's already been unlocked. You instinctively check for some sort of bear trap or some sort of tripwire. You don't
Sweet.
see anything. You guys make your way into the front office. You go over to the security system, and it looks like the security system has already been disabled. The doors have already been up.
Also sweet.
Um,
I say to everybody,
Is
hey,
the PA system in the front office?
it is.
I want to investigate that.
good call,
make
good
it-
call,
make
good call,
a-
good call.
Make a investigation check.
I
Alright.
assist.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
11.
11 with
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep.
You don't see anything going on with the PA system that's out of the ordinary. But out of your passive perception, because it's so high, you see the door to the principal's office is cracked, where there's another. You remember there's another mic for the PA system.
Tony kicks
I,
that fucking door down.
Yeah, we go in the door, obviously.
Okay, you go in into the principal's office. Seems to be there's a couple of papers scattered around on top of the desk.
Tony investigates.
I look
Okay.
a little bit closer around the room to see if anybody has been in here or is hiding in here.
Okay.
Tony rolled
Um,
an 18 plus 5.
So as you guys look through the room, it's a pretty small room. There's not a lot of places to hide. You don't see anybody in here. Tony, you do see two interesting documents. There's one document that it has some notes about Mr. Schlotten's case where he was having a relationship with one of his students.
Okay.
It's kind of the report that he was filling out.
Was it Katie?
It doesn't say a student's name.
Okay.
But it's just
Does
the
it say
report.
if she wears pink clothes?
There's no indication of who the actual
Or
student
if
is.
her breasts are slightly disappointing?
Oh my gosh.
The other is you actually look deeper because you rolled so high. There's some personal notes that the principal has left that kind of talk about his feud with the vice principal, his dissatisfaction with what's going on with him, and just how there's something going on between the two of them.
Okay. All right, so here's what Tony does. All right, you ready? All right, so Tony lights up a cigarette. He also lights up a second cigarette, hands it to Kara. Does Kara take it?
I'm not even in the room.
Yeah, you guys are all there.
Oh,
Yeah.
am I? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right, she takes a cigarette. He hands the cigarette to anybody else who wants one. Zach, Johnny, you guys take the
Johnny
cigarette.
takes one.
Yes, please.
Cool. He pops some gum into his mouth. He chews it for a minute. He sticks it down on the principal's desk. Then he flicks his lighter and he leaves it real near the gum because he knows that the combustion of the gum will turn into basically kind of like a light napalm.
Okay.
He then motions everybody else to leave the fucking room and exit the school.
Okay. As you guys go to the front doors, you push to see if they'll actually open, and you escape. You breathe a sigh of relief as you take in the cool autumn air. You take a look around to make sure there's nothing crazy chasing you. No men with machetes, no claws, no chainsaw. It is dead silent under the full moon. Then you look forward towards the parking lot and see a small humanoid figure kneeling on the ground with its back to you.
Oh shit. And the fire's raging in the principal offices, right?
You can't tell from this distance.
Okay.
We gotta go figure out who that person is, right? Like, well, let's go, guys.
Johnny's flash that light on that bitch.
I flashed the light on that person.
Yeah,
Okay.
that bitch over there in the parking lot.
No, it's about maybe 30, 35 feet from you. Doesn't seem to respond.
Well, guys,
Well, someone should go check who that's probably the person who's been messing with us, right?
yeah,
How
yeah,
about
I got.
Tony?
Tony?
All right, Tony. Tony goes up, cigarette in his mouth.
Hey,
He
this
walks up
figure
to
has its back to you.
walks up to the person who's crouched with the back to me. Are they clothed?
They're closed.
He flicks his fucking cigarette at this dick's head, and Tony says, "Yo, asshole, what's up?"
Are you looking at its back, or did you go around front?
I went to its back and I flicked the cigarette at its face, or the back of its head.
It just stays there. Doesn't.
Okay. Well, that's great. Tony puts his hand on it, and like shakes it.
You reach out and grasp onto this figure, and you shake it, and it turns around, and you recognize this kid kneeling down, clutching onto something, pressing against its chest. Little Jimmy McGuire. At first, he doesn't even recognize your presence, and then looks up at you, scared and confused. He's just looking up at you.
Tony says, "Well, aren't you supposed to be dead or like missing or something?"
Just stands there motionless, just looking up at you, eyes glassed over.
Or you could be a creeper. It's cool.
I'm looking around, making sure that nothing's sneaking up on us.
Make a perception check.
19.
Yeah, you take a look around. You don't see anything. It just stares at you again, Tony, and finally it decides to open its mouth, and it says this:
"Why did you stop looking for me? Why? I was lost. I was alone. I was afraid. I had no one. Why did you not find me? Why did you stop looking? I went into the woods. Something called to me. I shouldn't have. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to hurt you. But you didn't find me. Why did you stop looking?"
Tony,
As he finishes speaking, he looks, before you can say anything, looking up with inquiring eyes. Jimmy reaches out what was clutched to his chest, a purple crystal with a familiar glow. It begins to pulse, letting off a loud static white noise. It pulses again and again, and finally lets out a wave of energy, and you are back in the twilight you have grown accustomed to. You look back at Jimmy McGuire, and he's standing there looking at you before falling limp on the sidewalk. Hovering above him, you see a rotten mound of flesh with sharp, jagged teeth and a singular yellow eye. It foams at the mouth, and as it makes its way in your direction, gargling gibberish that you don't understand. I need you guys to roll for initiative.
20 total.
22 total.
Oh, actually,
18 plus
guys.
4.
Actually, guys, you all have. Here's Johnny's. You guys have new character sheets.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's Johnny's.
Yeah, I don't have
Here's
time.
Cars.
I don't have time to print that shit out, man.
No, just open it.
Yeah, I can't.
Why can't you open it?
Because of the way that it's set up right now, buddy. I also have to pee.
All right, let's take a break. All right, Kara, you're first up. What do you want to do? All of your moves are on your new character sheet.
Yeah. I got a
Kara,
dagger, so I'm gonna try and stab him.
Okay. As you pull out your dagger, you feel an overwhelming inner sense of power and this feeling of magic of some sort of demonic, source that you've never felt before. What do you want to? You still want to use your dagger?
Yes.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I rolled a 16.
16 hits. Roll for damage. Should be D4 plus 2.
Where's my 4? Here it is. I don't even know how to freaking read. 3 plus 2, 5.
5. All right, 5 damage. Nice. As you pull back your dagger, you launch through the air, and it connects to the meaty flesh of the side of this hovering mound of flesh. Seemed to do damage, not as much as you were hoping, but Zach, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cast Entangle around the fleshy mass.
Okay.
Make a strength saving throw.
That is a 13.
Ooh, that fails.
All right. So as you cast the spell,
You are
these
restrained.
vines come up out of the ground and grab this thing from hovering, and it can't move. It's just and it's foaming from the mouth, and its tongue and teeth are just going crazy. As it does that, it is going to. There's this yellow milkiness that kind of comes out of its singular eye, and it looks over at you, Zach. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as it launches this yellow, milky beam in your direction.
16.
16. You feel your body tense up for just a second, and you shrug it off as you felt like you couldn't move for a minute, but your new form seems to be more hardy than you're used to. Kind of gets frustrated and looks over at Kara, who threw the dagger, and its eye's gonna change color for just a second to this black and shoot another beam. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Kara.
I rolled a 15.
15. Again, your head begins to fill with all these streaming voices, pictures of Katie and Brad, their dead bodies, and you close your eyes for a second, you shut them out, resisting the effect of whatever it was. It continues to just babble and slobber and foam at the mouth. Tony, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. Is the enemy facing me?
It is currently just restrained on the ground as these vines have come up and just wrapped around it, and it can't move.
So once again, can it see me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm gonna shoot my short bow that I now have at it.
Okay.
So
You have advantage, by the way.
oh shit.
Yep. It is restrained. So because it is advantage, you still get sneak attack.
Oh, I do.
Because anytime you have advantage, you can get your sneak attack bonus. So make a dexterity attack, your attack bonus plus your d20, and roll with advantage.
Wait, I don't roll my d6?
No, you have to roll to see if you hit first.
Oh, my bad. Okay, let's see. Is it a 14?
14 hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. And then that's times 2, right?
Plus 2.
No, it's not times 2. It's just 14 to hit. That was it. But wait, did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a miss. It just misses
well,
its
then
AC.
that's your fault, Mr. GM of Death.
Did you roll a 14, or was that with your attack bonus?
That was
added?
the better one.
But did you add your attack bonus to that roll?
No.
Okay, so next to in the middle of the screen, or in the middle of the piece of paper, there's next to the short bow attack, it says attack bonus plus something. You add that to your d20 roll.
Oh, so it really would have been 21 then.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So roll for damage. So it's your d6 plus 4, I think.
But I roll twice for that, right? Because of the sneak attack.
Oh, yeah. You roll an additional for sneak attack. So 2d6 plus
All right, I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay, plus your +4, right? So 14.
That's correct.
All right. With that, you find a weak spot as it's kind of restrained. You pull back your short bow and launch it. It sticks into the side. It lets out this guttural, and it just slobbers, looking over at you. Johnny, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at 2nd level.
All right. With that, Johnny launches up 4 globules of light, and they just launch out, spiraling, crossing paths. All of them hit. Roll for damage.
2, 1, 3, 8
8
plus.
damage, nice.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
12 because 24 plus 1, 3, 20.
12 damage.
Yep.
With that, you see that its form is starting to take damage. A piece of its flesh is starting to fall off. It's starting to get really upset. Kara, what do you want to do?
I want to cast Firebolt.
All right. Roll a spell attack.
It's 5 plus 6, so 11.
11 misses, unfortunately.
Damn it.
It actually bounces off one of the vines, and it kind of like snarls at you. You feel that urge and that strength of power of this magical source. It feels good. You want to continue to use it. Zach, you're up. As you're concentrating on these vines, holding this thing in place, what do you want to do?
All right, I move forward and I cast Thunderwave.
All right.
And I'm going to cast it as a 2nd level spell.
All
So
right,
make a Constitution saving throw.
saving throw. That is a natural 20.
You save, so you will take half damage.
Mhm.
Right. I'll roll it. I'll roll that for you now. Seven total damage.
Nice.
That's half. So it was 14 damage half.
Yeah. I took the full 7. And so as it kind of resists part of the effect, it snarls back at you. Eye kind of focuses in on you, knowing that you've trapped it and you've done damage to it. It's going to turn into this dark green eye and shoot a beam at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
11. Unfortunately, this beam almost as it shoots out, there's like skulls and spirits that kind of latch onto your body. You take 15 necrotic damage.
Ow.
As it kind of like chuckles to itself, it's going to look over at.
I want to hear the chuckle. There you go.
It's going to look over at the person who shot the bow. It turns this grayish white, pure light, shoots directly at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Tony.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. That's a nat 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah, plus 6, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As this thing hits you, you feel this ungodly force hits you right on the hip as you try and nimbly dodge out of the way. You look down and part of your boot and a huge chunk of flesh is just deteriorated from your body. You take 22 force damage as just this beam seemed to just wither away at just the amount of force that you have no idea where something like this could have come from.
Okay, so is that temporary hit points then?
No, those are your total hit points.
Okay, you said force damage. Okay, 22.
Yeah, it's just pure amount of force coming to hit you.
Yeah.
And part of your body has just started to deteriorate.
Thus, first hit of the game, most epic hit of the game. Thank you.
Tony, You can retaliate.
Let's see, 22.
You look
so
behind
that,
you and you see part of the ground is just disappeared, like a meteor came and just smashed into the ground.
Yeah,
How
this
bad
thing
does Tony look?
that dropped me from 34 to 12.
Yeah, you took a massive hit, and if this thing would have hit you direct head on, it probably would have killed you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I attack, right?
Sure.
So I'm gonna roll for attack.
With advantage because it's still restrained.
Oh, okay. Advantage. I'll roll again. Slightly better. 12
Plus
my what?
your attack bonus next to the short bow.
Oh,
in the middle.
that'd be +6.
6 just hits. As
Okay.
you aim for that same spot with your short bow, you launch, roll for damage, 2d6.
Yep.
Plus 4.
3 plus 4.
10.
Okay. 10 damage.
Nice. As you hit the
Flip.
same spot, you actually knock off a chunk of its flesh, and it like slides off and lands onto the ground. It kind of writhes in pain and seems to be taking heavy damage, but it's still standing as it's just locked underneath. Actually, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Zach, or a concentration check. With a DC of
For wait for
'cause
what?
you took damage from the
Oh,
I-beam.
yeah.
So you need to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
All right. That is a 4.
Yep. And with that, as taking that damage, I'll let the sneak attack land. You can't maintain the concentration on the vines, and the spell drops, and it's free from your grasp. Kara, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try a firebolt again.
Okay. Roll a spell attack.
Do it with your
What?
other hand.
I'm
You can't get a full roll if you do it with one thumb.
still doing my roll.
That's like a half-ass bitch roll.
Whatever. I got 17 plus my 6.
It hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, fine.
Oh, I have to roll my d10. Where'd you put it? There it is. 6 plus 2, 8.
8 damage. Nice. All right. With that, its attention focused on your two companions. You find a weak spot and hit it with a firebolt, and it starts to cauterize some of those open wounds. It's your turn, Johnny.
All right, I'm gonna cast Acid Arrow.
Okay. Make an attack.
13.
13 just misses.
Ah,
As you concentrate, you pull back in a similar fashion. You launch out this spewing acid out of your hand. It goes wide. A couple of it splatters on him, but doesn't seem to do any damage. With that, he's going to turn towards you, Zach, and that same milky glow is going to drip from its eyes. Going to shoot at you. Make another Constitution saving throw.
2.
2. With that, you feel your body seize up again, and you freeze and you can't move. You're paralyzed. He's going to launch another black beam at you, Kara. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Roll 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
As he hits you with this beam, you try and guard your thoughts again, but the sights of those dead bodies, they fill your mind. The screams, the chainsaw, all those things, you're considered feared for the next minute. Tony, you're up.
Okay, does anybody have any healing in this fucking group?
Wait, Zach, I think I skipped you.
Yeah, because you turned me into stone.
No, you're supposed to go before that. So go ahead and retcon that. You go.
All right, I cast Healing Word as a second level spell on Tony.
Okay.
And I heal him for 9 points of damage.
Okay, that's your bonus action. What about your action?
You say you heal me for 9 points?
Yep.
Mhm.
9 points.
Sweet.
As my action, I cast Produce Flame and throw it at the glob
All right.
with a spell attack of 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
All right, and I will do 3 damage.
Every bit counts. All right. With that, Tony, after being healed and seeing all this go on, it's your move.
Okay, sweet. Is the monster facing me?
It is
Facing-
not.
oh.
Okay, sweet. Well then, oh, fuck! I just closed the wrong fucking screen on my phone. Hang on. Might be.
Roll to attack.
Yeah, roll to attack. That's an 8.
8 plus,
My what?
I think it's a 6. That's going to miss.
Okay. Shit.
With that, Johnny, seeing all this going on, missing for your last attack, what do you want to do?
Johnny's like, Miss my last attack is not good. So I'm gonna cast magic missile at second level again.
All right.
You have to say it right though. You have to say, "I'm gonna cast magic missile."
I'm gonna cast magic missile at second level.
Same thing. 4 of
That's
these
so
globules of light intertwine and land, all of them hitting the fleshy mass.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's 18 damage.
18?
Yeah, I rolled 3 4s.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it
With
sounds
that,
like
this
it's
thing
dead.
is more pounds of flesh are falling off of this zombie-like being, as it's only down to its mouth and its one singular eye. It's looking really rough.
Tony yells out to Zach, "Kill it with fire!"
As you do this, and it's on its last leg, Kara, you see this rotten fleshy ball lock its singular eye on you, and out of the corner of your vision, you see a shifting of an object. A small translucent glow hovers above Jimmy's body. It pauses for a second, and then with lightning speed latches onto the floating eye, turning the yellow to a dull gray. The entity lets out a roar as beams shoot out, missing wide left and wide right. The being looking panicked at every which direction. Through the guttural gibberish, you hear a tiny voice pierce your ears. Please, finish this. What do you do, Kara?
I want to use my Scorching Ray at the second level.
All right, because this thing is blinded by whatever this thing was. Roll with advantage.
I roll twice.
Yep, roll. Actually, you're gonna roll for each ray. So
I was a nat 20. And then an 18. And then a 6.
okay, the first 2 hit. Roll for damage.
Each one gets, it says on a hit the target takes 2d6s, so I roll a total of 4.
Yep, and double the first 2.
5 and 2, so 14. Oh, 1, 4, it's 5, so 10, 14 and 10.
All right. With a final blow, the demonic figure begins to shake and vibrate uncontrollably. It shrieks out in pain, and you instinctively close your eyes and cover your ears. The shrieking suddenly stops, and you open your eyes and you are back in front of the school. You check yourself and each other to see if you're okay. Nothing more than a couple of surface wounds. And then you notice the still body of Jimmy. There was a small funeral, but some of the students convinced the principal to have something for the school in the gym for Brad, Katie, and Jimmy. You're given seats in the front row as one of your classmates comes by and lights your individual candles. You see the posters of their faces above the floral arrangements and candles. There is a complete silence aside from the various whimpers and sniffles from others in the bleachers. The rest of the teachers standing towards the back of the gym, along with some of the parents paying their respects. It was just yesterday you were locked in an interrogation room and questioned by the police about the events of Halloween. No one seemed to believe exactly what happened. There was no evidence of a man with a chainsaw, bear traps, or the like. Just 3 dead bodies. The good thing is that none of you were suspected of the murders either. There was a conspiracy going around that the autopsy could not determine the cause of death for Jimmy. There were no markings or injuries. The coroner stated that it just seemed like life had left his body. He looked to your left and to your right at the ones you were with that night. There's an unspoken understanding between you. And as you hold your candles in remembrance of your classmates, the questions have torn at you ever since that night. What actually happened? Why? Why were you there? Was it fate? Is something else going on? Is it really over? You don't know. And maybe you never will. But all you do know is a night you'll never forget. Then
The end.
Epilogue.
That was good.
After all of the guys, Tony and Zach and Kara and Johnny, they're all waiting for their respective cars to leave from the funeral, still wondering, just what the F actually happened. Tony lights a cigarette. He lights another one. He hands his hand out to Zach and Kara and Johnny. Do you guys take the cigarette?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony reaches his hand out for Kara. Does she accept?
No.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Johnny
She
reaches his
actually-
hand out.
She
Johnny
actually,
reaches.
Kara actually goes over and she's gonna pinch Johnny's butt.
Wow. Okay. And then Tony says to them, as we come to our epic journey a close, he says, "Looks like you guys are going on to the midnight train to anywhere."
Oh, that's terrible.
Laugh
so
in.
bad.
Now we're done.
all right, thanks guys for bearing with me. I know it's late. Sorry.
God
Well, for you
damn.
guys
I've been
it is.
drinking for almost 5 hours, Kono.
I know. I'm
Do you know
so
how fucking
sorry,
wasted
guys.
I am?
I hope you guys enjoyed.
That was good.
That was
That's
pretty
fun.
good.
It was
Thanks,
a good
Kyle.
time, Will.
Yep.
Drink lots of coffee.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you
All
guys
right.
have to work so soon.
I'm gonna drop off, y'all.
Yeah, peace out,
Bye.
guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Love you all. Mwah.
See y'all.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
This is Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, Arrival, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, Arrival by author Tim K. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only $2.99.